need some time alone, so I booked that flight.
Come and enjoy a player's perspective.
You know what I'm saying? That ain't what you do, it's how you do it. When you wake up, what you doing? Cause I'm getting to it. Straight up. Sure. Yeah. I need some time alone, so I booked that flight. Been working so hard, shit. Why not? We made it this far, shit. Why stop? The villa for a week, it's just me and my partners. We could've lasted longer, but I got too poppin'. And it made you insecure, and I didn't try to stop it. I wish I had more time to spend with you, I'm sorry. If you free around Sunday, let's grab some ramen. It's no place like Frisco, I love the fall. Smoke something with Lil' Bruh, take my chick on the jog. Now I'm in the Thrasher magazine, rollie on. Still take a cold cut with the provolone. You should start tweeting less and get your money on. I can't really say I'm rich until my brother's on. And I ain't with the fuck shit, cause it's not me. Watch your feet on that rug, that's Versace. Tap in. You see it on my face, I got money to go make. I ain't came here to fuck around. I need mine up front, no ifs, ands, or buts. Tap in if you really bout it. I can be your motivation, I can be the one you call at the late nights on the grind. I can tell she really fuck with me, cause every time a nigga calls, she answer every time. Today I might go and hit the farmer's market. Yesterday I paid some bills and I went to Target. And I'm usually by myself, I don't do the crowds. Every time I hit the V, I stop by Urban Counter. Grab a couple white tees off of Springs Road. Fuck it, 5 for the 20, now nigga on. I know you probably peeped the smell time for a cologne. She thought I lied about the Beamer cause I barely drove it. I be all around the states, I just never post it. If you see me, then you see me, we can take a photo. NYC for the press, now we out in Soho. Postmates, Benny Hannes, why it's taking so long? I know you wanna settle down, you gon' have to hold on. Just rock with a nigga, baby, till I get this dough up. I never met someone like you, I just hope you know that. So just fold up them clothes while I roll this draw up. You see it on my face, I got money to go make. I ain't came here to fuck around. I need mine up front, no ifs, ands, or buts. Tap in if you really bout it. I can be your motivation, I can be the one you call at the late nights on the grind. I can tell she really fuck with me, cause every time a nigga calls, she answer every time.
Player's perspective. Can you handle it?
And it's TFN forever. I never turn on my family. Mean that. Money not everything, but we need all that. Check. Back on my pivot. Time waits for nobody. If you want it, go get it. Lately I've been in my feelings. But shit, I'm plotting on millions. My nigga, let's get it. Next week we in Denver. Montclair for the winner. $300 dinner. This ain't really nothing different. She ain't never had a friend like me. But now it's done, gone. Gay baby back to the streets. Another flight OT, I got checks to get. 6 figures tucked off just in case and shit. You told the bitch she can't strip, tryna say the bitch. I'm poolside with it and my juice expensive. Round trip flight just to cop some gold. I don't hang around, I just cop and go. If I tell her to, she on the flight for sure. I let her get the number to both of my phones. I call you back, baby, I'm out eating some pho. She like Drew, not the Benz, try the 5.0. The game is cold, my heart is colder. In high school, we was weighing them O's up. I don't care about being known as the best rapper. I'm looking online, might cop the newest Ashton. And getting out the game was like trying to stop doing dope. That's probably why I still stay in contact with all my hoe. I only sip 1942 in my living room. Bagging up merch like bricks on paid in full. Why these girls all in my DM? I'm tryna settle down. Ain't no waiting till tomorrow, I'ma get it now. Out in Alameda eating Burma with my main bitch. Pulled up in the drop top on some cane shit. Bitch, I'm the greatest. My Air Max the latest. Adrian sent them to me last week and I thank them. Just think about it, did it all, no label. Signed to Warner Brothers for a minute, but I hated it. But soaked up the game, got a lot of knowledge. Treated it like I had to go to college. I think they only made 500 of these bottles. Put it in my kitchen, nigga, I'm a stylist. I think they only made 1,200 of these models. ASC McLaren, same one as my pops. Yeah, shh, that was my dream whip. Man, numbers, nigga. Good job, Harry.
Can you handle a player's perspective? Welcome.
You're one of a kind, girl, and I hate to see you working so damn hard. Well, could you take the rest of the night off, baby? Come to my loft, baby. Get your money right, girl. Yeah, that's right, girl. Nobody could tell you shit. You gon' get it regardless if there's a man involved. I'ma hit it regardless if there's a man involved. Oh, baby, what it do? I wanna show you the finer thing. We can sip champagne and look how to say. However you want it, babe. I'll show you better days. Baby, what it do? Go ahead and make that thing pop, girl. Singing on my baby, what it do? So bring the ass over here and show me just what it do.
I dropped my top on that matte white Beamer. You ain't got a trip, I am not your last nigga. 2 bottles of Cristal, today we just chillin'. Post made some sushi and I dig all in it. You looking like some work, so I just thought that I would ask you. Is it another nigga in that phone that you answer to? I ain't even trippin', you the one. I ain't mad at you, just keep it 100 like my favorite dollar bills. Remind me of them days I used to live in the A. I wonder how my life would be if I didn't leave and I stayed. One thing I can't promise is shit won't change. If they send me upstate, it's you go ride. Let's go hiking in the morning, the more early the better. I never gossip about a nigga, baby, that ain't player. Hey, you just throw that thing back and I'm gon' grip your hair. You say you looking for a daddy, with his him right here. Yeah.
I wanna show you the finer thing. We can sip champagne and look how to say. However you want it, babe. I'll show you better days. Baby, what it do? Go ahead and make that thing pop, girl. Sitting on my lap, what it do? So bring the ass over here and show me just what it do, girl.
Champagne and lemonade, that's what I'm sipping on. Caught the flight with no shoes. Damn it, love, you so cute. When I see you, I get in the mood. Work her vocals like Pro Tools. Gotta study in that high note. Oh, you in love with your new nigga? Well, why you blowing up my line for? I know you miss how I throw that. She fall asleep in my throwbacks. I got her rockin' Frisco hats. I know you kinda want your girl back. I'm just living, I ain't really trippin'. So I ain't really focused on no other women. I gotta hit the road, baby, hold me down. Answer a nigga phone when I'm out of town. Yeah.
Baby, what it do? I wanna show you the finer thing. We can sip champagne and look how to say. However you want it, babe. I'll show you better days. Baby, what it do? Go ahead and make that thing pop, girl. Sitting on my lap, what it do? So bring the ass over here and show me just what it do, girl.
Welcome to A Player's Perspective.
I'm a player. Girl, I thought you knew when you started messing around with me. I'm a player, yeah. And I know you can't see it in my eyes, 'cause everyone says that I'm innocent, and it should come as no surprise that I'm a player. And I really think you need to know that I can love you right now, baby, 'cause I still need more time to grow. But when I do, get ready, yes sir, to settle down. Baby, the first one I'm calling.
Perspective. Welcome.
Hey Julian, have me another lighter? Good luck. I'ma go right here. Check. Bright lights in the city got me thinking about more money. OG told me it's no money like hoe money. Flight out of state, 20K is like show money. Meet me face to face, we can talk, then you can go for me. I don't hold grudges, I go harder than I shit on them. What's up, nigga? Remember when you used to call me Lil Homie? Knock some fresh game and you tried to backdoor a nigga. Through all the bullshit, I still love you, you my brother, nigga. I love a lot of things, but the game the most. Took me out the streets to G4s and boats. I've been doing this, I don't brag or boast. Nigga, 2015, I was having the most. Now it's 2019 and I'm having some more. I was trying to make it shake, you was chasing the hoe. When I touch down P, you know I'm making it slow. Make a nigga relocate the trap for show, I'm still at it. Yeah, man, check, I'm still at it, yeah, I'm still at it. Man, my nigga still at it. Still at it. I'm still at it. Yeah. I don't even know how I do it, so don't ask me that. Tryna give my little one everything I didn't have. Through all the ups and downs, still balance the crowd. I'm eating chow mein on the way to Japan. I've been manifesting shit since I was a kid. I used to sit back and just dream about this. Ask Sean Kelly, he'd agree about this. When I was down to my last, still thought like this. I went from ravioli to $200 plates. Now my rubber band, 1200 Cartier. Never show your hand, just do what you say. It's the reason why I'm still respected in the game. Still at it. Yeah. Man. Check. I'm still at it. Yeah. I'm still at it. Man. My nigga still at it. Still at it. I'm still at it. My nigga still at it. Still at it. I'm still at it. Yeah. On and on. Just had to document that. Let's go. I'm back feeling motivated. Fuck fame, little nigga. Let's play a money game. Fuck his clout, nigga. Fuck his clout, bitch ass nigga. These niggas credit card fraud. I'm a hustler, man. I believe in miracles. Man. But I still grind like Tony Hawk in 98. My money straight. Dedication. Keep going, nigga. Talking numbers with the vision. Mastro's reservation. Be up, play shit.
We in here.
I like them low key.
on now.
If I bring you to my crib, baby, don't be taking pictures and shit. What's the deal, love? What's the deal? I've
Get a
been
top
peeping
10 to
your
get in, man.
Instagram and seen
Come
that
on.
you been by yourself,
You
love.
ready?
You just
Backstage
need a
pack.
plan, baby. Check. I can be your motivation,
Yeah,
baby.
they in here tonight. They ready.
Quit playing. They don't make them like me no more. I'm real player with it. Count 100,000, going neat with my lady friend. Valet the whip, orange guts, this that custom shit. That money just hit a little different when you thug for it.
Shoot,
Welcome.
Player's perspective, baby.
you did. What's happening? What's happening? How are you?
Man, I'm cooling. I got my TikTok people over here. I'm telling them to jump off of there and come on over here, you know.
Real smooth, real smooth. I
You
can dig
know,
it, man.
some
It's good
slight
to see.
they got to chill with me while I got ready. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? I was had on there while I was doing nothing you know.
I like the tie. You know, you got the plaid pattern on pattern. You know, you don't
Man,
want to pull that
it
off.
looked like picnic Sunday, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I think it's because it's dark light. The pattern on pattern go for me, but I like it.
Man, you know, I'm
You
gonna
know,
play around with it, you know.
I've been fucking with these ascots lately, man. I got a little polka dot
Man,
action going today,
you
man.
ain't peeped the one I had on
Yeah,
last episode?
huh?
You ain't peeped the one I had on last episode?
No, I must have missed it, man. You know, I stay in the heavens, man. Sometimes I
You
miss
know,
things that's going on down
I
there.
had the royal
Yeah,
purple on. It was like,
so,
ugh.
that ain't player.
Had that
You
royal
keep the
purple on.
waistcoats and give me the suspenders and ascots, man. We can't both do it all.
Now, see, I can't give you the ass guys. I've been peeping 'em.
All right, then I'm gonna get the pocket watch. I got it.
I've been had that though.
I've been had mine. You just ain't seen mine.
But how you gonna wear a pocket watch without the waistcoat?
Ask me what time it is. I'll
I
show
don't
you.
care what
I'm
time it is.
gonna show
I
you
got a
how
pocket
wet.
watch.
I'm gonna show you how wet. What you drinking over there?
Man, you know, I'm on this Terramana, the last little dregs of the Terramana, that the rock.
How do
He
you
ain't
feel
paying
about?
me enough to say his name, but yeah.
How was the countdown? Was it a vibe?
Man, it was smooth. It
Jen
probably
blessed
would
that
help if we
thing,
started
Dizzy.
on time.
That is a start. We start the countdown for 15 minutes. I hate to get my lights right with God. You know what I'm saying? Now I wouldn't be able to look like this had I not done that now. You know, we had a whole conference call. We did another show before that. I needed a little time to put all this shit on, man. They call me Mr. Put It On, man, but it take time. It take
I thought
time,
they
man.
called me Mr. Put It On. I thought you was the other guy.
They call you somewhat Mr. Put It On, nigga. Not all of it, nigga. Come on with it, man.
You gonna
Hey,
make
man.
me go change. Don't make me go change.
Shout out to Jen, man, for the drops in the intro, man. She blessed it throughout. The way she sent it to me, I chopped them up in between songs. I hope I got some of your favorite songs in there. And what about the clips on the end, man?
Man, I have fun with it. It's like it looked like one of us had passed or something and we was going through all our good times.
Oh damn. You know I'm new to all this editing and streaming, man. I was up to about 8 in the morning trying to figure out this shit that I would like to for somebody to say
It
I
looked
did a
like we
good
were
job.
giving our farewell for our
I would
last
like,
episode.
oh,
Like we done
well, damn, I cut
2,000
all right.
episodes.
If that's the
Nah,
feedback,
man,
then
it
I'm gonna
looked
make it
good. It
more
was
player.
smooth. It was smooth. I'm fucking with it.
As we start the show, our conference call since we had before this was with one of our sponsors. So we're gonna play our current sponsors commercial before we get the show started. We got people backstage. And the title, man, just before we do that, how do y'all feel about this? Yeah, you knocked her? But can you get her to stay? And what do I mean by that, man? Like a lot of men get women, they can get them all day long, but once they come through the door, they can't get them to come back through the door. They can't get them to stay and get comfortable. And there's things about a man that your daddy should have taught you that should have you in line. So when you're in the presence of a woman and when she come into your house, you looking and smelling a certain way, and that house looking and smelling a certain way, and she can get her pillow and covers and get comfortable. So that's what we're gonna teach you today, man. But before we do that, he over there doing some pimping, man. So I'm gonna play the commercial.
You stupid. Hell y'all thought this was. Don't nobody know how to fold no fitted sheet.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna get my shit right.
What's going on, y'all?
A word from our sponsor.
What's going on, y'all?
I was
I thought it would be helpful if I started giving some life hacks. Now, it's come to my attention that most of us don't know how to fold a fitted sheet. You say, "Hell, how in the hell do you fold a fitted sheet?" So it confuses y'all because it has the stretchy ends, unlike a flat sheet. But you take it like so, and you bring the two corners together, and you ball that some bitch up. The hell y'all thought this was? Don't nobody know how to fold no fitted sheet.
No, you're full of shit.
But what I can tell you to do is to come over to YouTube, subscribe to Mr.O, Just Living, and tune into these lives and have some fun with your boy. I got a fun show for you called Players Perspective.
Player shit.
Where we getting down and we talking about all the crazy stuff people scared to say. Come rock with your boy.
I'm back feeling motivated.
This commercial is brought to you by Spirit Tech, where we teach you how to think, not what to think. You dig.
Now we're gonna get some value. We're gonna get some more info on that, but like we say over here all the time, man. I'm missing on my Don DeMarco's. But
Streaming.
right, we gonna get it together now. We're gonna get it together. But so he don't have it. We don't have like a little spiel on what Spirit Check is, and I know we throw this in you, but how to think, not what to think, man. It's a lot of what goes on in this world is a carbon copy of everything, echo chambers, structure on how even how to do math is taught a certain way in school, man. So when you think on how to use your own brain, things tend to become clear, man. You tend to make more wiser decisions, and you get out of this box of like who you think you should be, which could be very stressful, and it don't really end well, man. So we're gonna have more commercial for him coming soon. But I appreciate the sponsorship for Spirit Tech and Unc. You know you always welcome here. Now,
Man.
we got another sponsor. You know our new venture that we got going on. What you know you want to tell them about what that is?
Oh, you throwing me for a loop. Are you talking about playerperspective.shop?
There we go. Yeah, I thought we were trying to sell them
Playerperspective.shop.
something now. Yeah, there we go. Playerperspective.shop now. That's something new that we doing right
Yeah,
now,
it's
man.
time for you to come get you some merch.
And when we talk about a pillow and a cover, we really start selling that shit for you, man. We want you to get comfortable, man. Check out our commercial. Talk to it now. You got to do this.
Hey, it's time. Y'all been rocking with us, supporting us, showing y'all love. Come get y'all some merchandise so that y'all can rest easy with your boy. Your hat, your sweater, your pillow, your blankets, your tumbler, all of your memorabilia needs. Playerperspective.shop got you covered. Come grab you some. You won't regret it. Keep it player.
Player's perspective.
All right, man. That's go to www. I think everybody know that. Playersperspective.shop, and we got your merchandise. Your voice overlay. I think we could have. What you said on top of, you might as well not say something. I told you to practice before you did.
You know,
that
you knew I wasn't finna practice.
Yeah, but you damn sure didn't. Yeah, it's clear. It's clear.
Player shit.
You
I
knew I
can't
wasn't
dig it.
finna practice.
Player shit.
But let's do our little intro, man. Once again, I'm Mr.O, man,
And I'm Big Hef.
and
I'm just living.
House of Hustle, motherfucker.
House of hustle, motherfucker.
You dig, man.
Yeah.
And we got people waiting backstage. They ready to get right into this thing, man. About you knocked her, but can you get her to stay? And the first
Can
person we gonna bring up is a regular, man. I know he got something to say. My guy, Mr. Evolutionary Player
Add me up. Player shit.
in the
What's
building.
the deal, guys?
What's
happening?
up, homie?
Chilling, man.
Well,
Freezing,
that's it.
actually.
You
But-
came through with the suave. He in genuine mode tonight. Got the lights low, t-shirt off.
Yeah, different color today, man. Different mood, you know?
Yeah. Well, that's what's up, man. I
Yes,
like you
sir.
in that mode, man. It's like you reach another level when you take your shirt off. You really get to be more truthful and
He fit
straightforward,
into
man.
his Playboy
You
Yeah.
giving
way.
it to them the way they
Yeah.
need it, man. You giving it to
Most
them.
definitely,
They
man.
asking for it, shit. Give it to
I
them,
gotta give
goddamn.
it to him raw, man.
Yeah, they asking for
The nice shit never works.
it.
Never works.
What'd you think when you heard that title, man? The topic.
I mean, it's a very it's a big subject, man. It's a lot of guys that
Important.
they got fishing poles. They know how to catch the fish all day. But then after they catch it, they don't know if they're gonna fillet it. They don't know if it's something to put on the wall as a trophy. They don't know if they need to throw it back. You know what I mean? So we got to give them a little lesson on how to fillet that fish correctly,
What that
like
fish?
Max Julian said.
Exactly.
You feel me?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm slow on the buttons, man. I need to get better.
Yeah, well, you just keep trying, man. You're gonna do it one of these years.
Just keep
Somebody
trying,
help
nigga.
him.
But man, I like what you said. All that made a lot of sense. What happens when you catch a fish and you lay it right next to the deck, right by the water, and you don't know what to do with it? That fish
You
gonna get to
lose it back
flopping,
to the water.
and he gonna find his way right back into that goddamn water. That's what the fish gonna damn do. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know what to
Yeah.
do with it, she gonna be right out that damn door because it locks from the inside, nigga, and she can get right out of it when it's time. And this is
Yeah.
all about choice anyway, man, not about force.
And
So
look,
if you
my,
want to
my
get a
locks
woman to
is
stay,
dusty.
I guarantee
My,
you,
my locks is dusty.
now we talk about getting it to stay is gonna be by any forceful or exertion of anybody. I don't put on no track shoes, I don't do no cardio for the hoe. I
No.
don't put on no cleats for to get no meat. I don't do none of that now. Come on. Come on. Hey, you can go on your own, man. I want you to stay, but I'm gonna make it a pleasant environment. I'm gonna be on some player shit. I'm gonna give you something to want to stay around. And what one woman, if you could say the top three things, I've asked several women of what they look for when they looking at a man to even give her his time. One of those things is a smell. It's the smell of his voice or his body, or it's a fragrance, man. It's a smell. She always look at your shoes. She has to be able to smell the scent that's around has to be pleasant, coming out your mouth for your body odor and your cologne, which you cannot apply without cleaning properly. We're gonna get into that. And third has to be some type of accessory, man. Some like Jada like teeth, but some women like watches, some women like belts, some women like frames, So it could be something like that, man. But just for you to get a conversation out of her, man, and let alone get her to spend a night and want to come back again, you gotta learn the art to this shit. And speaking of Jada, we're gonna bring her up now.
Add me up, play shit.
Hey players, how are y'all doing today?
What's going
Good
on? What's going
evening.
down?
I can't complain. Thank y'all for having me up. I saw the message, but I didn't know if that meant come to the show or come on the show, but I was here early just in case.
You're always
So
welcome.
thank you, thank you.
How you getting messages? Because you sure not get my emails. And I got two. I
I was
continue
talking
to.
about the alerts.
Yeah,
I was
you
talking about
getting
the
those.
alerts from YouTube that said, was I coming through tonight? So I didn't know which way that meant. But I seen it right after I got off my live. But secondly, I got the email and I said to you last chat that I text you from my number.
Nah. Well, if you just dry text, I probably put that in another category. I probably didn't see it, honestly, because I don't pay
You said if I
attention.
did what?
If it was like a dry text from like a number I don't know, like I don't know how I would have sorted through that. I probably definitely missed that.
I believe I said it was me. Let me check. Let me make sure. Uh oh, I
Shit.
just said, hey hun, it's Jada. Is that dry?
uh, Maybe I thought you was another Jada. I don't know. What time was it? I don't know. I don't remember that one.
It wasn't too far after I got your email.
Yeah,
After you sent I didn't get the first one, but that second one
yeah.
that you sent,
We gonna
after
figure
you
it out
sent it, I
tonight.
texted.
We gonna
Yeah, I
figure
promise.
we gonna figure it out tonight for sure. Cheryl's back. Cheryl. I
What's up?
never, I,
What's
I
up?
never knew how to say it properly.
I think it's
Hey,
Sherelle.
she still,
Sherelle.
you still got a
Pretty
rinse. It seemed
sure
like
that's
we
gonna
got
be
some
Sherelle.
spam in the chat. If you can help me out, I'm glad she back. I knew she wasn't gonna be gone long. Can't
Hey,
stay away
hun. Thank
from
you for
all
the
this game.
compliment.
She ain't gonna stay away from all this game. I know better.
The game that good.
But I'm glad she back, man. We need her. The game need her. For sure. She sent you a message. So about
No, I
this
said thank you.
I got somebody else backstage, but I don't see a picture. It was a picture there, but the picture's gone. I don't know if she lost connection. Her name's Ashley. Uh yeah.
Homegirl.
I ain't even gonna try to say the last part because it looked like the alphabet backwards. Looked like the alphabet backwards, you know. But I don't know how to pronounce that. But I don't see a picture. I don't know if she's ready to come up. I think come on camera, back on camera. Let me know, Ashley, if you ready to come back up. I don't even see an avatar. But Jada, about the topic, you can knock her, meaning you can get a woman's attention, right? I guess I was hoping everyone understood what knocking a woman means. When a guy says that you can get her attention, you can get her to give you some time, but can you get her to stay? What do
Are
you
you
think? You here to learn, or did what? I love everybody's first impressions about the topic before
tell you what,
I give my outstanding understanding.
I figured that you would probably ask me from a woman's standpoint after I got him, can I get him to stay? That's what I figured you would probably ask me. But when it comes to me, um, yeah, I would like to know if you can get me to stay. Did you learn me enough to know what would keep me coming back? That's what interests me the most. Knocking it down, for me, if you ain't learned me, you ain't knocking it down anyway. So for
So
me, it wouldn't even matter.
to
To
me,
learn me,
man,
know me, be attentive and stuff like that, it
right.
it goes a long way.
So to me, man, you're talking about a lot of things, and you're skipping over a lot of things that, like,
Uh-oh.
when you walk through that front door, you had to even get to the points for him to even learn you and pay attention to you. I'm talking about initially. You walk through
Ah,
that door and it smelled like he breed dogs. How long was you hanging around? You smell the trash. You see the dishes piled up. His hygiene ain't so great. I want to give men some tools or some rules that they can use that's gonna help them. Probably shit their daddy should have told them, but that's gonna allow you to maintain the attention of a woman to let alone have a conversation with her. Can you get her to stay? And I'm gonna do my little I ain't got it all the way worked out yet, so I'm slow with it. It's a little delay. But bam, my little camera switch. All right. So candles is one thing that I wanted to talk about. There's a scent when you walk through that front door, guys. Like first of all, when you meet a woman, one rule that I gave you the three things. I don't know if Jada agree or not, but I spoke to many women and I asked them, and it's not the overall conclusion was feet, smell, fragrance of some kind. Of course, they always want to say teeth, but they really looking for breath. They definitely want to know if you smell like you just got off of work or not, which is why I always tell guys to have baby wipes in their bag. And then it's always an accessory of some sort that they looking at: frames, watch, belt. I've heard all those. Your teeth for sure.
okay.
So it's always something like this, right? So go ahead.
Real quick, when we say teeth, we're not just talking about if your breath smells. We want to know if the teeth are yellow, if they are raggedy looking, if you got crackhead teeth. Yeah, when we say teeth, we mean teeth. Don't y'all see
Yeah.
how I like to see y'all smile?
You like the
I
smile
love it.
because you like the pretty teeth. The teeth got to be straight, but just know if the teeth yellow, chances are the breath is gonna follow. I just
That
do
could be
not.
true. But
I
before I get that close, I need to see your teeth. I
right,
need to see your
and
teeth.
you can pretty much assume. Well, you can't assume because maybe just ate some onions, but But you got white, clean, pearly teeth that's straight, man. This man has good hygiene. It's not only the breath. See, people are we eat with our eyes, and we also are visual, but we also smell. Like it's things that I can't get close to because of what the smell reminds me of, right? So just to get a woman to come next to you and you smell like you just left the operating room, like she ain't gonna want to even be in your presence to have a conversation. If you open up your mouth and your breath smell like Revelation, have y'all ever heard the Bible read on tape? Listen to Revelations. It's the most scariest thing in the world to listen to somebody read Revelations on tape. If your breath smells anything like that, that's how I correlate things. If your breath smell like this is weird. Like you can't get a conversation with your breath fucked up. I've had many when I had to check myself, like why she was trying to get away. So
Did,
these are things.
did you compare a
I have
smell?
dragon breath.
Yeah,
Did you compare a smell to a book?
like like a demon just came out your mouth. That's what I'm saying. That's the. Did you miss that?
Demon that came out of
Like the
hell is
three-headed
coming out of your
monster.
mouth.
You heard, in Revelation they talk about these demons, these monsters, these serpents, and
Your
they
breath
they would have a
carrier.
certain smell.
I,
If
g-
your
I
breath
got it.
smell like what that sound like,
I got it.
you're not getting
If
far,
yeah,
right?
if your breath smells what this sounds like,
Yeah,
ain't that some shit?
that's
Mm.
my shit, nigga, and this is my shit. So go with the shit. Come
We
on
don't
now.
want you smelling like you got a midget in the back of your throat with the shitty shoes on, right?
Now, see, that was a worse analogy, and you going, yo,
Man, like a midget in your throat won't smell bad enough. He got to have shitty shoes too.
what are you talking about? All right, so I want to give rules that young guys can use, and one of them is smell. Your house. First, take that trash out. Even if you got a lid on it, it still will linger. There's plants that you can buy that help you keep the air clean. You need to be having fresh plants in your house.
All right,
Um,
Mr. O, I
candles.
see.
Candles is a big thing, right? Leila Boo is a house that I always frequent. Those are pricey, but you gotta have a smell that wants her to stay. Room sprays. I keep room sprays. Bath and Body Work, what's it called? Bath and Body. They they
Bath and
got
Body Works.
they got good ones, and they even got ones for men. These are things
Yes,
that
they
women,
do.
when women walk through the door, they don't just smell weed. They smell something that smell good that makes them want to take their shoes off, man. They go in your bathroom, your things is organized. You have to wash your body before you can apply certain colognes. Like now, these are a little expensive, but you can't put them on if you haven't cleaned properly. These are things that keep
Because funk and
women that want to
cologne does
be in
not
your
go right
presence.
together.
It don't last on your body. You got to clean first, then you got to moisturize, and then apply to the secretion areas, man. But that's another topic and another video I do, probably a monologue or something. But you got to do these things to get a woman to even want to stay around and be around before you can even get to the part of having conversation. Sometimes maybe she just wants to have sex. Yeah, y'all get straight to that. But to get her to come back, to get her to want to stay or never leave, one of the things is the smell. And that's one rule that you could use coming from me. And I want to pass it to someone else on the panel.
Yeah. Um, the the aesthetics, the vibe, your presentation, it's everything. On the walk up, something that women tell me that made them come around is the fact that I told them something that they had never heard before. So obviously being original, being yourself, having a good conversation. You can't be jittery, fidgety. You need to be sure of yourself. You need to be firm in belief. You can't be swaying with the crowd. Whatever they say is up, you like, oh yeah, that's up. When they say it's down, you like, yeah, it's down. Like, be yourself, have some originality, and most of all, that confidence is going to permeate through any room. You can walk in and, not necessarily have the best swag or drip of the guy with the most expensive tailored whatever he got going on, and you'll still stand out aside from all of that because of your confidence level. Now, something that needs to go along with that confidence level is your etiquette. You need to not know how to fucking act. You got to be able to read a room. Guys do a lot of what I like to call talking themselves out of the pussy. A woman will see you and be all over you, and then you just gleeking it up every time you open your mouth, like that ain't player. Saying all of the wrong shit, and it'd be a lot of guys. I try to get them to pump their brakes, but they be mashing with it, like just gone. And I'm like, dude, you already done sold it, and now you still trying to sell it, and she's no longer interested in buying.
Right. See, we talking to these guys who think they're very charming and charismatic, and they get a whole lot of phone numbers from girls, but wonder why none of them girls want to continue to see them or see them again, or even get past anywhere past the number portion with them. We talking to y'all. You can knock her all day, but can you get her to stay? Your knock game is cold, but how good is your keep game?
My homeboy from the boot, when I started going to the gym with him, he said some shit that fucked me up and had me laughing for weeks. He was like, niggas around here doing all that drinking and smoking, and they naked game ain't together. It was like he said, nigga, you better get in this gym, because he like 40, 46, 47, but the nigga, he built, you know what I'm saying? Man, your naked game needs to be together. That's what he only talk about. We're in the gym. He be on the pull-up, boy. Nigga, get your naked game together. Like, that's all he thinking about in the gym. Nigga, my naked game. So
Dada in the building.
Add me up, play a shit.
So I be on niggas' heels. Get your naked game together. You know what I'm saying? What's your naked game like? You walking through the crib looking all flabby and bloated like Larry Holmes or something.
You did. So
hello, Hall. Hello, y'all.
What you eating?
What's going
Oxtails?
on?
Hello.
Man, he got oxtails and cornbread dripping
Smashing.
down.
Smashing.
Eating it with your hands?
That ain't player.
Yeah, I eat with my hands. You hear that, lady?
That ain't player.
Oh, you mean you the one? You wasn't talking about the oxtails. You was talking about
Player shit.
Okay, you wasn't talking about the oxtails.
No. Let's get this clear. So you eat oxtails with a fork?
Yeah, of course.
So everybody up here don't eat oxtails with their hands.
Only meat I eat.
I don't eat oxtails.
I
use my hands.
So you the bougie nigga on here? You gotta eat an oxtail with a fork.
Nigga, I wear ascot.
Do you take a knife and cut the meat off the oxtail too?
Nigga, I wear ascots. If I'm eating a slice of pizza in public, I'm using a knife and a fork. Don't play with me.
Too extra.
I am too extra. And you
Well,
know me. You've been knowing me forever.
Well, look here. Call me a caveman, cause
that ain't player.
He just slopped it up. You got something on your chin, nigga.
That ain't player.
Ladies, look, I'm nasty with it.
That ain't player.
Look, we done called everybody at dinner time. Jen eating, Wanna eating.
Y'all just mad because y'all
I
hungry.
look too like Jen, Wanna. It look like all the women is in the chat eating right now.
Y'all just hungry, that's all. Y'all jealous.
On the cruise, it's gonna be some girls in Dada DMs talking about, I saw the way you ate them oxtails.
Man,
right.
Hey, that's why I always let them watch me roll a blunt.
Play shit.
Not on camera. You can smoke it, but you can't roll it. I keep telling everybody that.
You ain't never seen me.
I ain't gonna be excited to see that.
I don't never do that. My shit come prepared. I'm prepared like a Boy Scout.
But you are the only nigga I know that every time you ready to smoke, you always got one, like a sword.
Hey man, a lot of people don't plan to fail. They fail.
Always fucking ready.
A lot of people don't plan to fail. They fail to plan.
Yeah, what you said.
Niggas.
What you said. All right, Playboy.
Yeah.
The topic is, man, I'm just catching Dada up. You can knock it, but can you get it to stay? And one of the things I elaborated on was smell. fragrance, your breath, your body odor. Nigga, just keeping your house smelling a certain way is how you get women to want to stay around, And then Hef went to
confidence and naked game.
Yeah. That's
You said confidence and what?
Naked game. What's your naked game hitting on?
Oh, what your horizontal dance look like?
No, that's not what he said.
That's not what he said.
No.
No. That's not what I said.
When you get out the bed and you walk into the bathroom to get her the towel because she looked like a toaster strudel, you know what I'm saying? What is she gonna see when you making your way back across the room? You know what I'm saying? She gonna see something to make her like, "Ooh, I'm ready for round 2."
That ain't player.
Lord, what the hell am I doing over here?
I want to play.
It's bigger than mine.
So I want to Playboy's input on this. When we calling it rules they could use. We talking to the young nigga that can get a lot of women, get a whole lot of phone numbers at the club, but wonder why on Monday morning he ain't heard from none of them, and why they ain't never came back, the ones that did.
All right. I made a short list. It's not too long, but I'll give quick explanations. So, the first thing is don't sell what you can't supply.
Ooh.
Because see, the thing is, your word is all you got.
Y'all. He about to break the button.
You know what I'm saying? So once the word's out the window, she's out the door. That's number one.
Let's add Jen up before you go to that number 2.
Add me up, play shit.
What's up, Jen? What's up?
What's going on?
I wasn't coming up. Hey, Jade, I wasn't coming up because I was eating, but I was like, shit, Don Dada's eating, so I'm going to eat.
Get it, girl.
Hey, I didn't eat up here before.
What you eating?
Short rib and broccoli.
I got oxtails. See, you're all right, man. Great mind.
I was saying, you need to
they done turn this to an ASMR channel.
Feel me?
Hey, they get paid. Them niggas get paid for eating food online, man.
Wow.
God damn.
We need a close up on him putting that oxtail in his mouth. Can we get a close up on him?
You like that shit, huh?
Uh-huh.
O said it was unplayer, but I was, you expect that from O. You know what I'm saying?
That ain't player.
He telling on you. He telling on you.
Yeah, nigga.
Nigga don't suck no toes, but he gonna suck the hell out of oxtail on camera.
Okay. Do you eat toes?
I'm saying you said you don't suck toes earlier.
You're not putting your feet in my motherfucking mouth.
It looked like you sucking a toe when you
this
suck
is not
that
a toe.
oxtail.
This is a tail.
If I would imagine somebody sucking a toe, it would look similar to what you're doing right now.
Well, guess what?
Not like pussy.
Well,
you talking about
guess
pussy.
What? Your toes, you on your feet all day long, right? You got them in socks and shoes, collecting odor, bacteria, whatever. You try to go wash them, whatever. They collect all that. You want me to put that in my mouth?
I'm talking about your technique. Look like you didn't did it before.
What?
Suck the toe.
With the oxtail?
The way you sucking that oxtail?
Oh no, that's
you
how.
That's how.
No, that's
you
how I get
head.
That's how I get head to the chick. So yeah, I
toe sucker.
You know what I'm saying? I'm shit chicken. You know, whatever. It don't matter, nigga. The shit good. What? That's how it is, nigga. How they say you ever see the nigga that get happy when he eat? They make noise when he eat, like
I want to say, who don't suck toes?
Nah, you ain't putting your feet in my mouth.
Tucker, the toe sucker.
I don't like men sucking on my toes.
Thank you, Jada.
I don't at all. You can massage them if you want to kiss them real quick. That is fine. Once you start to go, I got a problem with that.
Thank you, Jada. And that's my thing. If you're putting something in your mouth and sucking it, what are y'all niggas doing? You're sucking on a ligament or a phalange, whatever you want.
I suck clitoris. What's the difference?
Bro, that's not the size of a toe.
He gets pissed on a daily basis.
But guess what? That's a part of sex. When you throwing feet and shit in there, that's a whole different subject.
At least the toe is inside.
A bunch of little balls. I'm with you, King Dundada. Sucking a bunch of little balls in your mouth is a little disturbing for my mind.
And guess what?
Little balls, little toes.
Are there levels to nasty? Y'all acting like it's levels to nasty. Like I could be nasty over here, but there's some other nasty shit I won't do. I'll do this nasty shit, but I ain't gonna do this nasty shit.
It's called
boundaries.
It's boundaries.
It's not I think it's nasty, it's because my mind it gets turned off immediately.
Your mind.
Hearing you suck on several different balls, the toes.
You sound like the pot
You
calling
can't be
kettle black.
calling toes balls. I never seen a toe that reminded me of balls.
Y'all sound like sinners.
Well, I hope you ain't been
pointing
looking at
fingers
a
at
bucket
other
of balls
sinners.
to even think about being reminded. But you say, Mr. O,
Y'all sound
That's
like
true. They do
sinners
that Christian
pointing
fucking
fingers
like
at
this
other
is a
sinners.
sin, but this ain't a sin. This is a sin, but this ain't a sin.
Yeah. It's all nasty
again,
shit.
I said it. I'm okay with everybody's preference as long as it's not children and animals. Otherwise, do your thing. I'm just letting y'all know. For me, I go into a whole panic attack. I ain't even gonna lie. I've had it tried twice, and I'd be like, "Oh no, don't do my feet. No, your feet so smooth. If you suck the toe, I'm walking out the door." And don't
Jaden,
seem
it
to
ain't
believe
like
me.
niggas want to suck the toe. He's just trying to turn you on. If you don't like it, politely say do something else, like the licking ass that you did.
But I did.
It shouldn't
I
be
say
over
that in
with.
the beginning.
Why
I
you gonna
say that
slip
in
it
the
in there
beginning.
like that?
You could be
Like
like,
the
no,
time you
I'm
lick some
good
ass.
on the toe. Try another part. You and
Listen.
I
we
know
I
he ain't
tell
talking.
men early that I don't like the toe sucking. And did I lick the
all right.
booty? Yes, I did. Did
Are
I
we
do it
back on this
again?
again?
Jada, you
Is
ain't
Let
this
gotta
me
do
is
the
this the
petty
return
okay.
of the
yourself
booty
every
jam and the
time you
butt
come
bandit
up
again?
here.
Before,
That
No.
was a low
hold on,
blow.
hold on,
That was
hold on,
you
Because
hold
don't
on,
have
Mr.
to use
O,
that for a
Mr.
talk.
O
hold on,
wants
hold
it
on.
again.
I
That's
thought we
We
were
all.
gotta, we
past
gotta
this.
say this. We gotta say this.
I thought we were
Hold up, and
past
I want
this.
this other woman to come up because she done got her shit right with God. She done prayed on it, got it baptized, and now she ready.
Add me up, player shit.
Yeah, whatever you was doing was
Okay.
She
not
got it
There
working.
she
together.
goes.
It was not working. But anyway, let's say this. If you talk to a sexologist, if anybody's taking sex ed, then we know there are erotozones and there are parts of people's bodies that get them fucking stimulated. And the feet is fucking one of them. No
Okay, that's
different
fine.
than the clitoris,
Not
no
for
different
me.
than the goddamn ear. It's all of it. So at the same particular time,
But
it's
Not
all
I
for
feel
nasty
like we
shit.
everybody,
forgot
bro.
to
It's
Not for
all
touch
nasty
on.
everybody.
shit. If you're doing nasty shit, whatever you're doing nasty in the privacy of your room with your nasty chick, it's your business. Nobody else's business. I just said you simply look like a toe sucker the way you sucking on them damn bones.
Tucker the
It
toe
fucking
sucker.
looks like it.
Nah, I go as far as
We're
tell
gonna
you.
Like
call
a
you
toe sucker to
I
Tucker.
tell
me,
you,
but I wasn't gonna say nothing.
His
it's an
name
I
is
tell.
Tucker.
So
You don't
you
eat
know.
pussy like that. You tuck toes like that. That's not the same suck motion.
Excuse me, sir. I don't need
How
a
can you
tutor course from
identify
you how to eat no
different
pussy,
fuck
my nigga. You
motions?
know what I'm
The,
saying? You're
the
not the
way
pussy eating
who
guru
sucks
around this
who
motherfucker.
sucks
So I'm
on the
not taking no
clitoris like
classes, no
oh.
advice, or
I'm like,
recording no conversation
he's
about
like
how you gonna
oh.
teach me how to. You eat toes and you a booty bandit. So
If you
I
eat
don't need no
somebody,
advice from you, my
I
nigga.
think
We done
women
already
would
been through this
run. I
already.
think women
My
would
sex
run if
life is
that's
good,
like
my
this
nigga.
is
I'm
how
not
he's
getting
gonna
no
treat my
complaints. So I'm
clitoris.
doing just fine not putting nobody's feet in my mouth. Okay?
Okay.
Welcome,
Thank you.
Ashley.
All right.
Welcome, Ashley.
Hey,
Hi,
boy.
Ashley.
Welcome to Players Perspective, honey.
Oh, it's a whole lot of unplayer shit going
This
on
is
right
Oh
now, but
crazy.
we gonna get it
man.
right. We gonna get it right. We gonna
I
pray
just
on it.
want to eat my oxtail in peace.
I think I'm a ban oxtails from the show.
That ain't player.
Yeah,
I
damn.
just want to have had my booty lick moment without it
Oh,
being.
That ain't player.
what the fuck is going
Mr.
on here?
O, wait a minute. Mr. O, I agree with you. There are erogenous zones
He
all
look
over
like
the
he can
body,
lick
but
some
not for
booty. I'm just
everybody.
saying.
Oh,
Not for everybody. Like, everybody don't have the same
oh my
zones
god.
that turn you on.
Oh my god.
Oh, now we get silence.
Woo.
I'm choking. Yo.
Now we've had too much.
Oh, that is the
Okay,
boundary.
Ashley and Evolutionary. I feel like y'all the only two civilized people left on the thing right now.
Give it time.
Now let's get back control of the show, man. Let people eat in peace. They can do what they want to do, man. Anyway, welcome to the show, Ashley. All right. God damn. The topic is you knock her, but can you get her to stay? And I think did we hear what evolutionary Playboy had to say about
You
that?
heard one.
We heard like his bullet
Right.
1.1. Like he had
Oh,
like
yeah.
18 bullets. We got
And
through.
so
Not that many. Not that many.
we're
But
trying to
you
go
know
to the
not,
next.
hold on.
And I go fast. I'm not gonna take long.
And I
Man.
wanted to okay. So go ahead.
Promise. Y'all ready? Y'all ready now?
We here.
All right. So
But
number
you
one
cannot.
was don't sell what
Tell
you
me.
can't supply. Number two is don't over talk the first time you meet her, meaning keep it short and sweet. Because you talk too much, you ain't gonna have nothing to talk about on the phone. got to give her a reason to stay interested, something to look forward to. Number
My brother
three,
calls that mystery. Leave some
yeah,
mystery.
yeah, got to leave something out there. Don't talk too much, then she bored. Number three is take care of your teeth. Four, take care of your hair, scalp, keep it moisturized. Five, take care of your skin, exfoliate, cleanse, moisturize, sun protect. Seven, keep things at your house that she can use: soap, wipes, toothbrushes,
Silk pillows.
pillowcases, shorts she might want to throw on. Eight is lead by example because some women didn't have a mother in their life to teach them how to be a woman. So if she sees how you take care of yourself, she may learn some things.
Hold up, hold up, hold up. And let me tell you something. I got something to say right here. I met this beautiful, she was mixed, good hair and shit. And I went and picked her up the next day. And we're gonna just get her all the way back to the bedtime. It's a lot of shit that don't matter. When she got in the bed and I lifted the covers to get in the bed, I was hit with this odor, man. And
It was wafting.
it smelled like you ever open up some day old tuna fish?
Damn.
Yeah. Oh.
Done eating.
Damn.
That's it for me. That was my last bite.
Hey, but the thing is, I didn't do nothing like, bitch, why the hell you smell like get out my no, I understood when I picked her up, she was telling me on the ride there that she was raised by her dad and her mom was never around. And so she didn't understand things like pH balance and vinegar baths, like all these things that remedies that
Or
women.
just like dipping that thing in some water and soap on a repeated basis. You don't need vinegar to do that.
Well,
Stop the cat.
That ain't.
Stop the cap.
Right, man.
That ain't player.
And so, like, I politely said, like, before we get into bed, I like it that we both get clean first, seeing as we at this nice place. So, you want to come in the bathroom with me, and I'll run some water for you. And then we were bathing, like I started to tell her things about pH balance talks and gynecologist visits and things that she used to work for. And she was like, "Man, I never heard of this. My dad never told me none of that." Like
Gynecologist, what is that?
right.
You made that word up.
You know how many girls have
Do
never
you
seen
mean
a
gonorrhea?
gynecologist? You can meet a lot of women in this time that are young that have never been to a gynecologist in their fucking life. Don't
Okay,
even know
so
what one is. This is
I
common today.
that's probably be very true then, Mr. O. When you said this generation, that's probably
That ain't player.
This generation.
yeah, that's probably true.
Yeah.
I can believe that.
I was grown before I realized coochie didn't smell like a little bit of pee. Like high school coochie always smelled like a little bit of pee.
But you know how like when we grew up, I
It
grew up
always
raised
had a
by my
little bit of
mama.
pee smell. I was
When we
I
grew
was
up,
like 18 before I had some coochie that didn't smell like pee. I was like, oh, this is what okay, this grown woman coochie.
that's
Okay.
nasty.
Let me, I got
But like, look,
That's it.
like we grew up in a generation where when we would go take baths in that corner pocket of the tub, it was a little thing of a dish. It was a little dish thing there. Mama always kept one in there. Like growing up in the '80s, like they were still dishing. I was used to
That
seeing
stack
that.
over the bar.
It was like a little. It was a little Everest. What is it called? You know what it's called. But I grew up, remember seeing that in the corner. Never knowing what it was until I got older, but realizing, oh, that's what she was doing. And now I know Deucing is frowned upon his health issues and all that. But and another thing to get a woman to say,
STS
man, is
spray. That's what used to be in there.
you have to
STS
know
spray.
about women to get them to want to be comfortable too. Like how many people don't even know about the silk pillowcase? There's so many things that men don't know about women, like these bullshit ass massages they be giving that don't break up no tissue, don't know where the muscle is that need attention, can't even feel your spine, have never studied the female anatomy, but always trying to run these little tricks and games as if you can maintain one. You got to understand them to maintain them. You got to go to
Yeah.
school.
Do
And
appreciate the man with the silk pillow because
come on, man.
I have real hair up under. and it's long. And when I want to lay in the bed, I don't wear, scarves or bonnets. It's just not
Jen.
something that I
Nigga,
do.
some women will go
Yeah,
the fuck home, nigga, because she can't sleep there.
I can't
She's
sleep
not
on a
comfortable
regular cotton
sleeping
pillow.
there,
I
nigga.
feel like it'll do something to my hair. That is true. And
Hey, and it's the last one
Yeah.
was colognes. You have to have a couple summer fragrances,
Where's
light,
my
airy,
aqua?
fresh smelling. Some winter ones
My
as well.
light.
I like the House of Kilian. I love them, but
Killing's
the
good.
winter ones are warm,
soft and strong.
dark. You know what I mean? So got to know which season to wear certain
This
scents
is
in.
one that I got a common one most guys can afford, and this one's nice. It's not too expensive, but it's got a little spice to it. For the fall, when you got something on and you clean, you hit the air real good, depending on the way your body responds to certain oils. But that's a good one.
I just
This
have
Here's a
a
how
question.
Yeah.
question. When did you guys figure this out?
Just
when I
like
figured
all of
out what
these
I was
things.
doing wasn't working. You know what though? I'm gonna be honest with you. I was wearing Curve and Hugo Boss at 19. At 19, right? And it was this 16-year-old girl walking through the mall that I swear she was 22. I was 19. And this girl bought me a bottle of Givenchy pie. And
I
this was
used
in
to
the
rock with that.
fucking 99.
I still had it.
And
I
I
used to
had
rock
no,
with
I
that.
would have never bought that shit. And I'm like, what's this Da Vinci shit? And then I sprayed
That
it. I
nigga
was
say
like, oh
Givenchy.
my God. Do you remember the smell of Givenchy
I
pie in
know that. I used to
99?
wear that.
I
I used
still
to wear
got it.
that.
It
I
changed
still
my
got that
life.
bitch.
It changed my fucking life, man. I
That's a
swear every
classic.
YSL, I was introduced to them by them. Um uh
The original one, right?
yeah.
Yeah, the
And then
original one.
Nick,
I still
That
got that
Jean
bitch.
Paul Gaultier
women
Still
put
number
me
got that
two.
on
bitch.
to I ain't gonna lie, a
Not
lot of
hey,
women put
excuse me,
me on
excuse me,
to a lot of
Playboy,
this
Playboy,
shit.
Playboy, Playboy. Not
Yeah.
Sean Paul.
I said Jean Paul
Oh, I was like,
Gaultier.
please don't say
Come on,
Sean
man.
Paul. No, they
Jean
hit the
I
Nah.
still
Paul.
want
wrong
the man
guy.
in the can. I want the man in the can.
Yeah.
There you
The
go.
man.
Hey, Lamel
Oh,
was
man.
raw too, though.
Hell yeah.
Number two in Lamel. That was raw.
Jada, to answer your question,
Oh
you
shit.
had to care about learning. You seen something that was player, you identified it immediately. You like, oh, that's some player shit. Put that in my notes. Yeah.
Okay. So very
Like
young then for you, huh?
well, I mean, just no, it's been all throughout life, you know what I'm saying? I would see different
Okay.
things. There's things that I've learned from Mr. O, you know what I'm saying? There's things that I've learned from my dad, rappers that I liked. Pimp C, he put me on Issey Miyake. I first smelled that, I was like, oh, this is player shit. I'm going hard with the Issey. Things like that. I had an older woman I was dating when I was like 17. She bought me some Burberry. I didn't really like it, but I liked that she liked it. So I was like, okay, there's a difference in between what I like and what women like. So you pick up different
Very true.
things, and the things that you can apply to your life, you tuck it in your pocket. The things that you can't, you throw that shit over your shoulder.
All
But you
right.
gotta care.
I just realized how low maintenance I am because I don't think I've ever left a man or not wanted a man because he didn't exfoliate. I'm
That
literally,
I
I'm
that
felt that one.
exfoliation
that
had me look up like,
Yeah,
that
when
look
you said,
at you
hey,
right
bro, when you
there.
said that, you lost me. I was like,
Who
Hey,
the fuck is thinking about that? I
I
like
do
the
all that.
basics. I like be clean, be healthy, eat right, work out, do what the hell you say you're gonna do.
That's why I look 16 though.
That's like that list was, but going back to Mr. O,
Yeah.
let me tell you something. I got
yeah,
a whole
You want
little cap
get
on
him.
that woman because
you want to tell me
it's
something?
not like,
Hold on, let me
oh,
switch camera.
I never learned how to drive or I never learned how to cook. I get those type of women, but I don't know how to clean my vagina. I don't know what's going on with my vagina, and it's on your body. It's on your body. You know when it smells. You know when it's clean. You know when it's dirty. You know when you're on your cycle. And you needed your daddy to tell you
No,
about.
he didn't. He didn't know how to tell her. And
That's
this
what
is
I'm
what
saying.
the
It's not
point is that she's saying, why did the dad have to tell her?
right.
At certain points,
Right.
okay, so like that's the question of like why are some people self-sufficient and they can just learn how to go grocery shop on their own and do these functioning things as adults, and why some don't? Well, the
That's
reality is they exist. People don't know how to function in life like most normal people. And when you meet a lot of girls who've been neglected for most of their life,
It's
they
true.
they really don't know.
Okay, I know it
It's hard for
exists.
you to understand, but they just
I
don't
know it
know.
exists. I know it. I know it exists because I've met a girlfriend or two where I'm like, wait, you don't X, Y, and Z, right? I'm meticulous, so I'm a whole different person. But I'm not. This is not outside. Like I never learned how to cook. I don't know how to shop. It's on your body. You
I
don't know
told
when
you
you.
a real story, Jen, and we was at an expensive hotel downtown that her odor shouldn't have never allowed her to come through the front door. It was that bad, but but she was so beautiful. And when I picked her up, she was in the hood. Her dad lived there. It was a rundown house. Like you could tell, ain't nobody watching her for nothing, man. Like I've taken girls for their first pedicures in their life.
Yeah, yeah.
Wait, so
In
you
their
didn't.
life.
You really.
Pedicure is a bit different
It's
from
it's one
not
thing when your
if she smells
toenails
that
scratch
bad.
me.
It's
Right.
not
It,
that she's choosing not to get pedicures. She never even heard of them. Like
I've
y'all are beyond the point. The
Where you
conception
find this chick at?
I'm saying
Wow.
they exist.
Not
Now,
you gotta
none of
think
us
though.
are like
You
the
in a
men we're
cave
talking
somewhere,
to
nigga?
look,
today. I'm
look.
talking to a certain caliber of man today and a certain caliber woman that are like nobody that's on this panel. Guys that I know how to maintain a woman, how to keep her, how to get her to stay and keep her for years. We are sustainable guys. We already know these things. But I got a lot of guys, including some famous people that y'all laugh at on TV and watch them tote footballs across grass that won't go buy a bottle of cologne without calling me first to ask me what I think about it. They didn't even know about Molecular One. Like these guys don't even know how to exfoliate their body. And
I wouldn't
I meet
expect
a
that
lot
from
of women
men.
that don't know these things, and that's why I want to just have the conversation.
Hey,
So
I
we
know
I
can
about
believe
that
that,
educate
but
mole.
the
I
people.
I
do
know
think
about
that's
that
the guy thing.
molecule. That's
Yeah,
like a
people
pheromone
don't
booster.
know about these things.
Pheromone booster.
I totally agree. I just think body funk is like upkeep
It's
101.
like
Like
obvious.
You
it's
know,
you
like how
know
you
how
could,
we
you wish
stink.
you could take
You
your
know,
nose off and put it on somebody else's nose so they could smell what I smell. Like I wish I could
They
just
just been
give you my.
smelling themselves so long that they just got used to how they smell
I left
because
that
and you
cover
let
up and I
her
was like,
stay.
it
hell
how do you
no,
go to the bathroom with a shut
hell no.
door and you don't smell with your legs
You
with in
but
between your
But
legs
okay,
think
smell like
so
it ain't
here's
but
gagging
another
you
think
in the
about it.
biology
bathroom?
lesson
If
though.
you've been getting smashed by multiple guys,
But this is
not
about
saying
That's
at
what
the
I was.
same time,
That's what I
but
was
you've
gonna
been
say.
getting smashed by different guys and nobody's ever complained,
but this is the
you
thing.
gonna think it's all right,
That's what I
Okay,
especially
was
if
saying.
nobody ever taught you.
but
Yeah.
this is what I know about
Kid you, my
biology as
brother did
well.
say that
So,
he smashed a girl that smelled like burnt bacon.
but
I will say
look at
that.
this. This is what I
And
want
I
to
was
tell
like,
y'all.
you still hit it?
The thing about biology, how
Nigga still hit it.
our noses are designed to adapt to situations that we're in, which is why people can live amongst things that like cat people. Cat people don't know that they house smell like cat and kitty litter because our noses are designed to adapt to shit so that we don't fucking vomit. Like if you get into harsh environments, your nose will develop a way to survive under that. That's why they say when you apply cologne, you don't apply it right under your neck because you will go nose blind to it real fast and the smell travels up. It's a way to apply cologne, and it's a reason why women don't know that they smell bad. No different than cat people don't know that they don't smell that litter box. It's because by design, by biology, your nose is trained to adapt to that environment. If she been smelling that her whole life, she don't know that she smelled bad.
And I agree with you 100%. I really, really do.
Biology
That
agrees
makes
too.
sense. But
Yeah.
even from a young age, you know what a stink is. That's what's confusing for me. You know what a stink is, and a stink
Where's
comes
your signs? Not all, some. You got the signs, not all.
that's like, but
I'm just saying
All
that the
women.
first the first sign of a smelling moment, like you said, the nose adapted, right? So at some point there was a smell before she had to adapt to it. So
Look,
she didn't think to catch that then?
look.
Or I guess you
I
wouldn't
was
know
in
because it
element.
was the moment.
Here's another story. This is real life. Elementary school, sixth grade class. I've been going to school with Stephanie. I won't say her last name, but her and all of her sisters all came to school. And now, as a grown man, I can realize what kind of living situations they in. But they all had that little struggle, little ball on the back of their head because their hair wasn't growing. The little ponytail that was like this, the little bitty one, and they all smelled
This sound like
identical.
colorism.
But they all no, it was just people that didn't have a lot of treatment and care growing up, and so they didn't have the supplies they needed to treat their hair. There wasn't no pink oil moisturizer for them. Anyways, I get what I'm saying. Take the meat. Anyways, they all smelt the same in their house. You could smell like you could sometimes you'll go to school and you could smell what the kid had for dinner because their house coat was hanging by the kitchen.
I
We
hated
smelled
that.
everybody that came into school, and these girls, they all of them smelled the same every day so bad. My teacher did this, and I don't know how she kept her job, but she said, I'm going to take this bucket and put a bar of soap in it, and I'm going to set it in front of the class, and I'm going to walk out. The person that's smelling like this, please grab it on our way out and go to the bathroom. And that did something to where the principal got hold and had to call home. And turns out the way they was living, they all smelt like that because wasn't nobody presiding over that home. They all smelt like urine, like homeless people. And it's because the way they was living, to them, they didn't think they smelt any different. They all smelt like everybody in the house. You know
I
what?
guess I can give a little leeway for kids. I did teach in the school system and stuff, and I leaned over a young lady more than one different day where I was like, why she always smell
Something ain't
like that
right.
when I gotta lean over to help her? It was bothering me. So I did have a conversation with the mother first, and she said she didn't know what the problem was or how to talk to her about it. And I'm thinking like all you do is say, baby, dip that thing because something is wrong down there. But I had a talk with the young lady, and the young lady let me know that they don't even use soap. And I thought that was wild. I was like, y'all don't use
Oh,
soap to bathe? She was like, no. She was like, we barely have running water. So I was upset because I'm like,
Wow.
why the mother allow me to ask the child if I'm already talking to the mother?
yeah.
So did that mean that the mother did not fully understand that that's what the problem was?
Because
So
she
now
don't
that you
care
say
about
that
them
about the
kids.
young girl, I'm
He
just
had
thinking
bigger
like, you know what? I
issues.
guess it could be.
It
I
just
guess it could.
happens. A lot of
He had
these
bigger
parents
issues.
they on autopilot with the kids, and so the reason why this conversation is relevant because we're in a time right now where these kids have become young adults and they really don't know how to navigate through life to advance themselves. They don't know why they're striking out with women, and women don't know why they're being abused and not taken seriously. And I was focusing on the guys, but y'all brought it to the women too. But I see a lot of this in a lot of young men that I meet that they impressed that my cologne lasts all day
Bless you.
while they got to keep
Thank you.
applying it. Well, it's because I bathe different. It's probably dead back. It's probably dead skin cells on your back because you've never applied the certain amount of pressure to clean your back. You need to get a fucking loofah, but
What
they
is the
don't
proper
know
amount of
these
pressure for a
things.
proper back cleaning?
They nigga, you got
Fellas, can
you
y'all
got
have some
dead skin
proper
cells in your
knee
bed
cleaning?
and
It's
your
10
body.
psi.
How many of
Fellas,
these
can you
guys
clean your
don't know that they
kneecaps?
need to throw their drawers away like they throw that toothbrush out every 3 months and socks? Like how many people don't know this? It's a lot that
That's
don't
true.
know these things, and these are things that women know, and when they see, they out the door. But
Not
had you
all
kept a pack
women.
of baby
God
wipes
damn it.
on you in between you leaving the gym and going home when you stopped at the gas station, you might have had a chance. Because you hit them underarms real quick.
Can I
But you
say
don't
something to
have this
Charles?
game.
Let me say something to Charles real quick. I'm like, the word shaming is, I mean, it's corny as fuck. Ain't nobody shaming nobody.
Okay.
I'm not shaming homegirl. We can have a discussion without shaming people. Can we just talk? Can we all be adults and talk? Right? Me trying to gain understanding is not me shaming somebody. Shaming is me saying that stank bitch. You really let that motherfucking stank bitch in your bed? That shit's nasty. She nasty. That's shaming. I'm just trying to gain understanding.
This is shaming bacon grease and Newport 100s. That's shame.
Like we
That's
just
shame.
I just saw that. That's what I just laughed at when I saw it.
All
Like,
right, all right.
like
Have
the
y'all
word
ever
is
smelled?
cute, and I
How
know
many
the
of
word
y'all?
shaming is cute, but
I'm gonna
nobody.
ask this to the women. How many of y'all ever got intimate with a guy and y'all sucked on them earlobes and taste them earring back juice? Cause
Yeah.
he
Not
ain't right.
the earlobes, but
He
not
ain't
the
clean them
earlobe.
earring backs in a minute. The way that smell. If you ain't take them earrings off, the earring back juice behind the thing, you gotta soak them things to peroxide every now and then, man. But a
Listen,
lot of guys don't know this, and the girl will suck on that
thank God I ain't
earlobe
never
and
had to
she's like,
smell
ugh,
that.
it's bitter. What is that taste? It's built
Hey,
up
hey,
back
hey,
juice.
Kristen, last comment
Well,
though.
first of all, if your earrings are real, all you
Yeah.
do is go get your earrings cleaned, and that does
It
it
ain't
for you.
that.
Now,
It's
you
that
niggas
the
with
back of
them
your
fake ass
ears.
backs and them
This is
fake
the
ass
most
earrings.
neglected body
Hey,
part to
all they
watch.
really
I'm just
need is
saying, them
some.
fake ass earring.
All they
I'm
need is
saying
Go
this.
Dove
clean
soap and
That's
hot
real,
not. It
water
ain't
for
the
real
real
ones.
earrings.
I
jewelry.
think that
It's not the
that
earrings
comes
that
from
create the
hair
funk.
oils
It
and
comes
stuff
from
like
your
that built
body.
up
Yeah,
around
so I
there.
mean, when
It's
you're
the
supposed to
most
clean your
neglected
jewelry, so
body part
do
when
that.
you bathing. Nobody is bathing behind their ears properly, Q-tipping
Yeah,
properly, and taking
you
them
full of
earrings
shit.
off and
Who
washing
don't do that?
behind.
Who don't
So
do
they
You
that?
full of shit.
sleeping in earrings, they wearing them constantly, and
Who
the
do that?
build up behind their ears. None of y'all. Stop this. We
Oh,
You
I'm
talking to
sorry.
the
I'm
full of
sorry.
shit.
we are here talking to the little niggas. That's why I got players on the panel. We can
You
talk to the
said
little
none
niggas.
of us. I thought you meant none of us are
We
doing it.
Yeah,
talking
that's
to
what
the
I
little
thought you
niggas.
said too. I was like,
I
wait a
know
minute,
all
nigga. I
y'all
watch
saying.
behind my ears, nigga.
I
What you
know
mean,
y'all
nigga?
do. I wouldn't fuck with y'all. If I would say, no, I don't fuck with Dada. He don't watch his earring backs. He got earring back too. No,
Nigga got
come on, man.
So
erasers in the back of his
cringe.
earrings and shit.
This is
Yeah,
hella
Hello
cringe.
there, Mr. Daryl Long. Y'all are hilarious with the ear
All
thing,
right.
but I do hear the ear thing. I'm happy I've never had to witness that, but I have heard of it.
it's a
But it's
terrible
usually
smell.
from guys talking about women's ears that they do that too, and they
And it's
have that
crazy.
smell
They'll
at their ear.
spray cologne back there as if you can put cologne on top of a bad odor. You know, and that's one thing guys don't understand, man. If you ain't exfoliated and then cleaned yourself and then moisturized properly, like before you know when you get out the tub, right? You're not supposed to like
You got
dry
one
yourself
moist
out.
left. You
You
are
gotta
only allowed
dab.
to use the word moist one more time. You
You
got
blot
one moist
yourself
left.
dry, and then you take a oil mist and you hit your area before the pores clean up, and you let that sit, and
Pores
then you
dry.
get your thick moisturizer, man. Some that's thick that you can't put on your face. Me, do not put it on your face. This is for your body. You put
Hey,
that
I
on
use
real good,
coconut
man.
oil,
Then you
straight
apply the
coconut oil.
molecule O1, and then you
Baby
put your
oil
favorite
gel.
fragrance on top of that. Only in the secretion areas, places where
Are
your
there any
body
shea butter
moves.
men on the panel?
Huh?
Say,
I used to,
Any shea
but I
butter
use
man?
I used to
y'all
use that.
remember? Y'all remember what we did before
Just
all
so
that
you get clean.
exfoliating and moisturizing and all that? You got a goddamn face rag and you scrub your goddamn face, nigga. Scrub.
Scrub,
Scrub
yeah, yeah.
behind your ears. Scrub on all your face. Scrub the shit
And make
off your
two
face.
passes at your balls and ass. Make two passes, not just one
And
pass.
look.
Make two
Scrub your
passes
face
on your balls and
first.
ass.
Do not scrub your
Two
body
passes.
first and then your face. If you
Oh,
niggas
damn.
can't afford moisturizing and exfoliating, get your goddamn face rag and scrub all in
Yeah.
scrub.
We used to use witch hazel growing
Gently,
up. Me and my
gently,
mom,
gently
Hey,
we
rub.
bought
Do
witch
No,
not
no, we
hazel.
ain't
scrub.
hey,
gently
and sea
nothing. No,
breeze,
Gently
We
sea
used
rub.
breeze
to
too.
scrub that shit off.
here's what you do. Look, we use witch hazel to
Mm.
clean. After I shave, I use some witch hazel, clean my with a little water. I clean real good. Then, and when it's exfoliating day, 2 to 3 times a week, not every day, I'm gonna get a little scrub, and I'm gonna use my brush, battery powered, right? That's gonna do 3 times the work as your fucking hands, right?
That nigga say brush
Yeah,
battery
you gotta get
powered.
yours. You better get yours. You ain't got you one.
Nigga out.
You unplayer with if
No,
you
I'm
ain't
a
got.
man.
You ain't got
You
your brush.
said
You
to
unplayer, man.
Nah, I'm a man, so
Hey,
I don't need all
all
them
right.
gadgets and
Once
shit.
you
You know,
exfoliate,
I'm a man, so I don't need
once
gadgets
you
in the shower.
scrub, that's okay.
You're gonna
The
be a
fuck,
better
nigga.
man once you get
All
that
right,
brush.
cool,
The
cool.
fuck.
Keep doing what you're doing. You're doing good.
I
All
got
right,
good skin anyway, so I don't
you're
need all
doing
that
good.
shit.
Yeah,
Look,
you got some
I
Indian in
I ain't know nothing about the
you.
brush.
Anyway,
A
This
girl
nigga
bought
got
me
a
the brush.
battery operated brush.
yeah,
The
it
fuck you
spin.
got
Yeah,
going
it
on in the
spins.
shower,
Nah, it
nigga?
spins. It's like
man,
It spins?
it
and
does three
vibrates.
times the work as your towel, 6 times
Yeah.
the work as your towel.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you wanna get a cleanser. After you exfoliate, you want to get you a cleanser, right? So you do the same process with a little cleanser, get them areas real good. Then once I'm done with that, then I like to apply me a nice toner, man, to get the little fill-in areas, right? So you dab some on one of them cotton pads, man, and you blot it. You don't
Yes.
rub it, you blot
Yes.
it.
Say,
You
man.
got that stuff.
Say,
And then you gotta let it
this
dry,
nigga
man.
be in the bathroom
Let
for
that shit
hours.
dry. Let
This
that
nigga
shit dry,
gotta be in
man.
the bathroom
That's
for
five
fucking
hundred
Man,
thousand
hours.
twice a
dollar
day.
alpaca. You don't
Twice
rub
a
that.
day.
You block that.
Twice a
How,
day now. I'm
It
talking
how
don't
about
long
take
you be
nah,
in the
it don't take that
bathroom, nigga?
long.
it
It
don't, but
takes a couple
when you get
minutes.
good at it, don't
Couple
take that long.
minutes.
That
You niggas wildin', man.
come on, man.
I
be
get
twice a
wild,
day
hair
now.
off my
man.
body in 2 minutes.
I'm still on the toner, man. Once the toner dries,
This nigga
I'm
say-
I'm
going
a
to apply
bad
the
motherfucker
vitamins
with
and
that
oil to my
shaver.
face, right? So once the toner dries, I get me a little vitamin E, a little bit, put a little tea tree in there to go with it, and I miss it a little
Say,
bit,
man.
and I cover
Say,
my
man.
face with it. I'm gonna let that sit in for a little bit, and I'm gonna come back to it after I get dressed. When I'm done with that, I hit these corners with that wrinkle cream for the eye.
Yep.
And then I moisturize with sun base with SPF because these lights ain't no different than the sun. And we sitting behind them all day. So you're gonna apply that a thin layer to your face. And you do this shit twice a day, man. You're gonna
Twice
get
a
it to
day.
stay.
Twice.
Twice a day will get her to
SPF
Get that
stay.
nail
SPF
scraper and
15,
get
and
up
Twice
that's
under
all
a
you
that big
day
need.
will
toenail.
get
Get
her
up
to
under them
stay.
toenails with that metal scraper. Get
He
up under
had
them
me until
toenails.
he said,
Now, see, I'm gonna tell you this, right? These
he
guys,
had
these
me until
women
you
will look
said the
at me
wrinkle
and be
cream.
like, "He do all that," but then they'll date a dude that got on Louis Vuitton and Fruit of Balloon underwears, and then he got dirt up under his nails, and he used the same thing he washed his hair with. He used to wash his body and his face, and he used the same lotion on his body that he used on his face. You know, y'all fuck with these niggas all day. They got socks they didn't have for 2 years, and y'all
Now you
still
bleeding in
give
the dirty
these
macking.
niggas.
Now you
Come on,
bleeding in the
man.
dirty macking.
This is disgusting.
Now you
And y'all
bleeding
go
in the
over
dirty
there.
macking.
Can I get
You
the
had
ladies?
me until you
When
got
I
to
was
the
a
wrinkle
kid,
cream, so
Yeah.
I
Can I
guess
get the
that's
ladies
something
take
that I
on
need
this?
to do
So ladies,
because
The eye
No,
cream,
it's not.
yeah.
ladies,
It's
if y'all was in
You gotta
it's
Dallas,
get
like
the
a
somebody
eye
eyelid
like
this
this.
brightener because
morning.
men, when we
So
hit
you got
40, we start getting bags
yeah,
under
no,
our
the most
eyes.
no,
sensitive
I
part of
get
your
that. It's
eye
just I never thought about
is
that
you
for
look
me.
at your
Like I do
face.
a man's face for him, and I just never thought about the wrinkle stuff. That's why I
Well,
was
look
like,
at our eyes. Our
the
eyes, the
wrinkle.
eyelids are the
Okay.
most sensitive part of your face, your skin. These are the most sensitive part of your skin. So this is naturally going to wrinkle the fastest because it's very, very soft. So
I
guys,
get it. I mean, I got the tools to handle that.
yeah,
I didn't think that men would be down for
are
me,
you
coming
kidding
over
me?
putting
It only
the
take but
wrinkle
this
cream
much.
on.
It just take this
Shit.
much of it.
I just,
Now I
A
I
dab
didn't,
or
I
understand. I
didn't
can
two.
think of that one.
understand. Now don't get me
So
wrong. I
shout out to
understand
that
some
thought.
niggas paying like a woman to come over there and give them a facial. You know what I'm saying? Pick the blackheads out. You know what
Man,
I'm saying?
oh, I
Do
would
all
love a
that.
woman to do
You know what I'm saying?
ingrown
I can
hairs.
understand. I can
I've been looking for an
understand.
ingrown
I
hair
can
woman. I would love her.
understand
Yeah,
paying a
listen, y'all have
woman.
to learn. I love all of y'all to death. I love y'all. Nobody loves y'all more than me, but y'all have to learn that everybody got to talk
Yeah.
and let the other person talk.
Yeah.
'Cause
Oh, you've been bogarting the whole show.
it's giving
It's
me a
my
headache.
shit.
Everybody's
It's my
talking
shit.
at the
He
same
made
time.
shit. He made
It's too
shit.
much. I
Let
can't
Dada
Shout
hear.
go.
out to Daryl. He said he learned something.
Let Dada go.
Y'all gotta just one person at a time. Y'all act like y'all don't hear another person talking. Everybody else is like,
Yeah, it's all this like we all bosses, so it's just kind of hard.
I mean, I know how to shut up when I hear another voice. It's
right?
I,
Like,
easy.
I
bosses
will say
gotta
I
do
don't always
it.
hear the voice first, and then suddenly I'll hear something, and then that's when y'all hear me say like, "Oh, my bad. Go ahead."
We getting our struggle stream together. We getting it together. It ain't perfect. We getting it
Ashley
together.
don't know what to do. She like shit. I don't even know if I get to talk. If I'm just here
Right?
for,
It's too much. Like let
We
me
haven't even gotten to her yet. I would like to get
I
to
don't even
her.
think I know if she got a voice. Do you even have a tongue?
I
Like,
don't even know. She probably mute. Yeah, I don't
That she
know.
didn't speak in. Go ahead and jump in, girl.
Ashley.
Hi, Ashley.
are you muted?
Yep, she muted. She good now.
Refresh and come back.
She unmuted.
I don't know. We can't hear
She
her.
did, but we still can't hear her though. She probably been on so long with no sound
Yeah.
that it was like, I guess we just gonna mute her naturally.
She been struggle streaming the whole time. But
Look,
yeah,
I
look,
was
look.
gonna ask a
go ahead,
question.
Dada. Dada, what you was saying? Or you wanted to ask a question?
I forgot what the hell we was talking about.
You said you
Wrinkle eye cream.
the ladies something.
Huh?
You said you wanted to ask the ladies something, but then 5 other people started talking.
Yeah.
One. It
I
was
ain't gonna
one. It was
say
just
that.
so.
What part was? Oh, so my thing is this, and I ain't knocking you or nothing like that. Don't get it
You
twisted.
can't.
Nothing.
You can't.
Yes, the fuck I can, but I'm
Yo.
not. You know what I'm saying?
You
Don't ever
can't.
think I can't. You know what I'm saying?
What are y'all
Don't ever
doing
think
right
I
now?
can't. So at the end of the day, damn, niggas. So what I'm saying is, not to knock anything he's saying about how he grooms himself or takes care of himself or whatever. My issue is the time consuming the process that you go through to do all this. It's like, okay, it shouldn't take that long for a man to get ready though. You know what I'm saying? Females take that long. And I ain't knocking nothing you're doing because you're taking care of your whatever. You know what I'm saying? My thing is, if a woman's in there, what would your take be if you seen this nigga going through this whole hour long? Oh, how long that shit take you, man?
Ask a woman.
I'm asking you. You go through the process every day.
Women love
get
it.
ready plenty of times. He
Man,
needs
you
the
know how
full
many
hour.
when women come to my house and they see all my products laid around on the counter and they see my products in the shower, they be like impressed. They love it.
He
They
needs
love
the
my
full
skincare. They love it.
But
I take longer than her.
I don't have nothing against getting a facial,
like
but
that
me
part.
personally, I would hire a woman to come through and do it for me and woo woo woo, and I'd be like, okay.
Well, this
'cause
is
I'm not
something
gonna
that
sit
you got to
there-
do twice a day, like shits. You got to learn how to do those yourself,
You
man. I
shit
can't
twice
have
a
a
day?
woman come wipe my. Yeah, well,
I can understand a facial because a woman gonna come get the blackheads and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Clean the blemishes, all that, whatever you need done, and then go about your business. But you talking about doing this process every single day?
that what I said wasn't even a facial. This is just
Sounds
a twice a day
exhausting,
daily
nigga.
facial regimen.
Nah,
A
I
facial
do.
is
Hey, I do it
more.
every day, and honestly,
Every
the
day,
whole
man,
routine takes me about 5 minutes.
it don't
Now, do
take
y'all
that
do it?
long.
Y'all do it while y'all in the shower or after y'all get out the
Like
shower? Or what?
15.
Don't
You
take
can
that
do.
long.
You only can do the exfoliating and the cleansing in the shower. Everything else is like
Nigga,
put the
y'all
toner on. It dries in about
I
15,
say,
20
nigga, y'all water
seconds.
getting cold, nigga. Y'all be in that bitch so
No.
motherfucking
Nah,
long.
it don't take long. It don't
It
take
don't
long.
Wanda
take that
said
long.
all this facial care is the dick good. She
I'm with
said,
Wanda.
"Okay, nigga, your face
I'm
is
with
clean.
Wanda.
Your face is
For
clean.
real
but
though,
if the
that
bitch
makes
go
like
I'm attracted.
pull a bitch come,
I'm
No,
attracted
my
when I see
dick
a
is
man
trash.
take care
My
of
D
his
is
face and
trash.
stuff. I
It's
really
trash.
am. Makes
My
me
D
want
is
to do
trash.
more
That's
for
why
him.
I only give it out on holidays because it's trash. I don't give it out. I ain't got nothing. My dick's trash.
his face
I
is
don't give
clean
it out.
though.
My face is clean though. And my dick's trash.
he keep it clean though. He keep it clean though.
Yeah, I
Nah,
ain't
they
got
not
nothing
Can't
down
take
here.
trash penis.
Don't nobody like me. I treat my penis like a holiday.
I can't take trash penis, but I do love that you take care of your face.
I
She
do.
said, "I applaud the face. I applaud the face."
Show of hands who believe I actually got trash penis. Y'all know I'm fucking kidding.
You play it? Well, I don't know that. You might be having an honesty moment.
The fuck?
It's
Okay.
3 niggas on this panel.
That's what I was saying. I was
Look,
like, does he
if y'all
really want to
believe
like?
that,
What
hey
the
man,
fuck?
I got a bridge
Are
in
we supposed to be
Brooklyn.
like, hey,
Hey,
what the
it's a
fuck?
bridge in Brooklyn I bought. I paid for it. I sell it to y'all for whatever y'all want. Y'all can do whatever y'all want to with it. It's in Brooklyn. It's a bridge. Y'all can do. If y'all believe
Oh
that,
Lord,
I
you're
There's
not
sell
not
even
y'all
one
that
saying
bridge.
it right. You're not even saying it right. Next
I
question.
sell y'all that bridge. If y'all believe
there's
that.
not one man
I
on
don't
the
even get it.
planet that would say the words "I have trash dick." Not
Yeah,
one.
I don't care.
Nah, I know some guys that admit it. I know some guys that admit it.
I've never seen or just my lifetime, never seen or heard a man say, "Hey, I want to get with you, but just so you know, I got some trash dick."
No, he's not gonna
I've
tell you
never heard
that.
that.
He's not gonna tell you that.
But
So
yeah,
you
they
gotta-
know. They
That's
know
wrong.
though.
Yeah, I don't care
I've
what
had a
no
man
woman
tell
think.
me he had a small peen. He was lying, but it did have a got it
You say it was how you know he was lying, Jada?
because
How
he
you know?
told me right before we got ready to
And
like
whipped
pull
out a
down
tree
pants and
trunk on
stuff. He
your
was
ass.
like, "Look," he was like, what are your thoughts on small penises? Like, do you have a problem with it?" And I was like, "What?" I was like, "No, I really don't care about size unless you longer than 6 inches. Six and more is fine." And he was like, "Oh," he was like, "Okay." He was like, "Well, is it more about the technique?" And I was thinking like he is killing the moment. And he was like, "Well, I just had to know." And then he dropped his pants and this big old thing came out. I was like,
Got her.
That motherfucker hit the ground.
just had a room got dark.
apparently his first wife that he married at 18 must have been really putting a hurting on his self-esteem because I was like,
Let me up, play a shit.
like this ain't
Oh,
small
she's bi.
nowhere.
I think I figured it out.
Oh,
Can
she
you hear
has
me
a
now?
voice.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
Okay,
job.
good.
does have a voice.
Hi.
I thought we gonna have to do sign language for you.
I was
Yes.
gonna do that. I was gonna do that.
Well, I wasn't gonna do it back well.
so Ashley,
just
your
been over
take
here
on the
cracking up.
topic tonight.
Let's see what. I want you to add some value. Have guys been able to gain your attention but not been able to sustain it?
All the time.
Damn.
I think I could be shallow, but I do go for looks first, of course. But
Three
I
things.
think
Name the first three things before you get to the point of like, what's your name? And before you even get to the opening pleasantries, what's the first
mhm.
three things that you'd be like, my name is such and such. I don't want to talk to you. What's the three things?
um I would say for sure, I know it's messed up, but I do look at shoes. And then I look at teeth, and then just do they match or do they look pieced together?
I told you I wasn't making this shit up. I talked to countless women and they say the same thing.
Mm.
Countless women have said the same thing, all genders.
Not
It's
this.
always smell, footwork, and some type of accessory or something.
Like, how is it pieced
Always.
together? I can't stand somebody who does not know how to match. Like, that really bothers me.
So guys, when you going out the house with dirty tennis shoes on and you didn't do that last brush your teeth before you left the door, that's why you didn't get her.
Literally. Hmm.
She don't know that you got a big dick because you didn't get past the hello.
It's probably musty if the shoes
You
are
better
dirty.
have a gray
So
sweatpants on then shit.
Talk
God
yourself
damn.
right out the pussy.
Man, yeah, literally.
Talk
I
yourself
had
right
somebody
out
with
the
a
pussy.
musty peen, but I didn't. I'm not as kind as Mr.O. Like he had to go. I
Yeah.
couldn't do it. I was
I gave
turned
her
off.
some game, man, because I
I mean,
really felt
it's
bad
hard
for
to
her, man.
just tell a woman like, woman, you smell like hot garbage. It's hard. It's hard.
You
Like
lucky she
men.
don't throw everything that's portable at your head on the way out the door. Anything she
You have
can
to
grab.
tell them.
No, don't tell her. Don't tell her. But I couldn't go through with it. Right? I
Right.
couldn't finish. So I'm not gonna. You don't have to tell
Oh,
me.
I
But
didn't have sex with her. I was turned off on the smell, but I damn sure gave her some game. But there was no way I was putting my penis in there without a health check. We need to go to the doctor. We need to go to the goddamn doctor.
Okay, so
You know, we put a
there's a
band-aid on it
situation.
with the tub, but I don't know what's really going on.
There's a situation where a woman, her body odor isn't like foul,
That ain't player.
but she has a specific smell to her odor, like her musk, her natural musk, right?
yes,
Men, have y'all ever dealt with this woman that you cannot get her smell off of you? Like you
Yeah.
showering your ass off, and you like, I still smell this bitch.
Those ones that be they say they off aluminum and they use natural deodorants and
Nah,
like, it be
nah.
them.
I
It
got a
be
story.
those
I got
ones.
one. I got
Like the
one.
ones that like
I got one.
I use
I got
this
one.
deodorant I made in my bathroom.
Hey, I got one.
But it
I
ain't
was, I was,
working.
hey, look, I was young. I was like maybe like 16, 17, just getting started. And, I put my fingers on this one little chick, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, she was finna get coughed up too.
Player shit.
And man, that whiff came out and I was like, it burned the nose hairs, nigga. It was so strong, man. I was like, I don't understand why your shit smell like that. So after she left, real talk, we young, so I guess like you say, oh, she was young and she didn't really know how to clean herself or whatever.
No,
like,
you're full of shit.
Ooh, Lord, I mean, and then she used to run track too. So look, it took like 3 or 4 days to get that shit off my that smell off my.
That ain't player.
Hey,
3 or 4 days. You gotta use.
You gotta
use. You gotta
everything
use.
went on my hand. It's like even after I did everything, it was still that little.
You gotta use tomato juice. You gotta use tomato juice.
It's
like a skunk.
God
damn.
Like,
get
for
you
real.
100% tomato juice.
But my whole thing.
Yeah, you gotta
Look.
get tomato juice. Tomato
look,
juice get it up.
Squeeze
like
lemon.
It's either that or gasoline. You can put some gasoline. I know niggas that's married before they go home after they got some, they'll stop and pump some gas and waste some on their hands.
damn.
Look,
If I ever smell gasoline, I'm stabbing.
look.
somebody.
I used to hit that hand
on your man
sanitizer.
hands.
I was on the way home to baby mama. I hit that hand sanitizer. That
That don't
alcohol
work, nigga.
strong shit.
That
I
don't
got
work.
the
That
whole
don't
country
work.
smelling like hand
It's either
sanitizer.
tomato juice or gasoline, man. That's the only
Hey,
thing that's gonna get some of that tang off your
hey, that
off
was
your
bad. That
fingertips.
was real bad. I'm glad it happened as a kid, and I didn't really know what was going on, but I knew something was wrong down there.
You need a moment of silence for that story, man.
Yeah,
I
rest in
felt
peace
that
to
one.
that one.
That ain't player.
Oh shit.
That thing smelled dead. Is that what you're saying?
Man, I dead. That was rotten.
May the
That shit was
Lord watch.
past dead. That was like, nigga. I mean, I understand we was young and shit like that, but that really fucked me up on pussy for like. I was like, I'll never go down on a girl like that if that's what it smelled. Oh hell nah.
That
I
could
ain't
Can
scar
doing
a
y'all
it.
guy
do
for
me a
life.
favor before y'all tell any more of these rotten kitty stories? Can y'all warn me, like, hey, disclaimer or caution, this about to be another sticky
Right.
kitty? So that way I can hit the camera and turn it off because my facial expressions is probably
The
really bad
algorithm
right
needs
now.
that.
I bet you it
It's,
wasn't worse
it's
when I.
funny that to us that like y'all being women, y'all aren't aware of y'all counterparts that's out here roaming this earth that really don't know. They really don't know their bodies like that.
Right.
And I guess
Guess it
maybe
all
It's
depends on who you
true.
hang with.
I mean, were
I've
y'all
smelled at
raised
the
by
club
women
and
who
stuff.
taught y'all, or did y'all figure out half that shit on your own? Like, are we
Half
not?
I mean, they taught us how
half
to bathe, and that kind of just became the it thing. Make sure you bathe twice a
Right.
day.
Yeah.
half
And
That's
then you,
good.
but I know women like that. Like I had a girlfriend of mine came over and took her shoes off and fucked up my living room. And I told her go wash her feet and throw the socks away. And the towel that I gave her to dry up with, I threw the towel out. So I know that this happens to women. You know what I mean? Because I'm not keeping that towel with the fucking bacteria on it.
What you
And
gonna
I'm like,
use it for? Nothing.
nothing.
hey,
Now you this is your friend as an adult or your friend when you were younger?
already in our 30s. She was grown. We were in our 30s, so she was grown. And I was like,
Mm.
dude, and it was funny because it came over like a cloud. Like I'm sitting in the living room, sitting in the living room, and then you're like, and then you're looking around. The only thing that changed the environment with them shoes coming off. So I was like, hell no. I was like, Marlene, you don't smell your feet? Like, I can't do it. I cannot do it. But
Yeah,
she washed her
that's
feet.
happened many times. Girls kick their shoes off and yeah. But that's the point of this whole cast. So like we want to give some game, man, and not be so judgmental. And I really wanted to talk to the guys, but it's
Wow.
just getting to the women. But it's a lot of young men out here that just don't know how to maintain a woman, let alone sustain her for 5 minutes, man. Like they really don't know what it entails or how to keep themselves presentable. I have this thing that if you want her to receive something, you got to make things presentable first. There has to be a presentation on anything. Like food got to be presented a certain way for me to eat it. A woman got to present herself a certain way for me to allow her to come in. And a man has to present himself a certain way if you want her to receive you, not with just your presence, your conversation. Everything you do needs to be delivered in a way that the person you want to receive you can receive it. Smells got a lot to do with it. Conversation that being uncommon and it's sad that being clean is uncommon, but it just fucking is. Hygiene is the number one thing that's been neglected because ain't no more big mamas around. Big mamas have
I
been
can
gone.
dig with that.
Ain't no big mamas. Big mama throw all us in the tub right now. Y'all gonna get clean. They used to
Mm.
put that fucking what's the lotion we had, man? The Vaseline
The
lotion.
Vaseline,
Yeah, that
the
green
cocoa
one
butter,
with the aloe in it, or the cocoa. And
Cocoa
we all
butter.
had the same clean regimen as kids, man. We are sometimes when we was younger, we was all in the same tub, but you was
I
getting
hated
clean.
that shit. The soap was
You
so
was getting
runny and
clean.
watery. I knew I couldn't wait till I
Nigga,
got my
we use
own, man.
dial
I hated
soap,
that
that old
watery
dial
ass
bar,
lotion.
the yellow bar. Remember that dial yellow bar? My grandma stayed with one of those
That
antibacterial
watery
bars.
ass lotion.
Still.
Why was the lotion so
Mm.
watery?
Shit, man.
Well,
But
listen,
not
I can't understand. I have done two videos. One was the 10 tips for, the healthy kitty, and then the next one was 10 tips for the healthy peeing hygiene. But I thought I was more so talking to younger people, and for some women that were missing some of the stuff, like how you shouldn't use dishes and stuff like that. That's probably for the women that are my age. The rest of the stuff about actually smelling good and stuff, I thought that would be like for the real younger girls, not necessarily certain type of women of our age and stuff. Like when Jen said the stinky feet, I'm like, man, I remember telling a niece she had stinky feet, but the niece was like 9, 10 years old. So it was almost kind of understandable. But, she said they were like grown. I don't really know that side like that. I don't know any of my friends that have ever had stinky feet.
I like to
So
know
you,
from the women right now. Name. I want you to give me a incident. You don't have to name names, but of a situation when you was feeling a guy, and then you got back to his place and you was instantly turned off. Where you was like, I'm not staying here. I'm not comfortable here. I don't want to take my shoes off here. I don't want to spend the night here. I don't want to eat off your dishes. It was something the guys aren't aware that they're doing, and I want y'all to tell them. Ashley, we start with you.
I would say I went somewhere and they had like food plates there, and he had a roommate, I guess, and tried to say that it was his roommate, but there was like dirty plates everywhere, and that made me feel gross. Like I would never eat off of their plates or anything there. And then it stank, and I didn't see any animals, so I didn't understand why it smelled like that. I didn't stay actually because of the smell and because of the dirty dishes alone. So that's a no go for me. And he
Smell,
didn't match. Yeah, and he
smell,
didn't
and
match.
cleanliness. And she probably would have dealt with the mismatch if your house was clean and you smelled good. She might have. She might have negotiated on that part.
Might have.
She might have. This is what I've been saying, guys. Who want to go next?
and don't be afraid to coordinate them underwear with your outfit. Women appreciate that too.
Right.
Women
Yeah, no.
appreciate that too. And
Right.
clip them damn toenails before you hop in her bed. Goddamn it.
Period. Yes.
Clip them damn toenails.
No, I do like. I didn't know if guys did that, but I do when I pick up my drawers and socks. I do kind of match. Try to like put something like. I thought that was just me.
You trying to get brownie points on your own show? It's your
You
show.
got you gotta coordinate. You
You
gotta
do
coordinate
just
from
like
the
they
rooter to
match
the
the
tutor.
bra and panties. Like I be matching my socks and drawers. Like I
Right.
swear I do.
You
Well,
gotta match it from the rooter to the
underwear
tutor,
only
man.
come in so many colors, but I try to coordinate best I can.
I mean, I'm sure just like we like,
Like they'll
women's undercards,
stay brown
like
underwear,
ours
and
too.
I like brown. I wear a lot of brown.
Like I would never wear a pair of white socks and black drawers. Like I don't know.
Right.
I wouldn't. But I didn't know men thought about that. That wasn't something I would ever teach a young guy because I didn't think women looked at that.
I've had a woman come home from the club and she was like, "Ooh, just everything about you." Like when she seen my underwear match my outfit, she was like, "Ooh," and she hit her knees immediately. I was like, "I love being a player."
Jen.
I tell women all the time the inverse of that. You got a guy that got on all this designer, but when he got on Fruity Balloons on up under there, so you went to
See, you ain't
the
finna talk
high
about
end mall
Walmart
for your
underwear,
clothes,
goddammit.
but you went to Walmart for the drawers, the closest fabric to your body.
I wear
You
Walmart.
cashed that one in.
You gotta
I
spend on the
keep it
draws
I
too,
keep it
man.
clean. I keep it clean.
I
You
need
got to
I need to
replace
wait.
them.
Y'all listen. I need to say something because y'all are player pros, and you're telling dudes with dirty fingernails they need
Oh
to
my
have
God, I can't stand them
cream
niggas.
cologne. They need to have match their underwears and their
No,
socks.
I
No,
ain't
you
got
gotta
to the
start
manicure
somewhere.
and
You gotta
pedicure
start
yet.
somewhere. You gotta start somewhere. We're
No,
not
I
saying you
ain't got
jump
to
right
the
in.
mani pedicure. You
Right,
gotta
like I'm
right.
not
Start
listen. If
somewhere.
a guy has on a Tom Ford suit and a Fruit of the Loom underwear and he's fine and I'm not kicking him out the bed. I'm not gonna be like, your underwear is too cheap for your suit.
It ain't because of that. It's because of what it represents, Jen. It ain't because he got the Fruit Looms on. It's because he's not who he appears to be. He's sure that's a red flag.
I understand. I'm just
The
saying,
guy that
listen.
buys Tom Ford draws doesn't even know where Walmarts are. The guy that buys Tom Ford suits has never been to a Walmart since he was a child. He goes to Target or he's sending somebody out.
You're
You
talking
got
to
a
the
Tom
Walmart
Ford.
queen,
There's
okay?
no
I
way.
go
First
to
of all,
Walmart,
your scenario,
Target, okay?
Oh, let
be honest.
motherfuckers talk, nigga.
Jen.
Goddamn.
Okay, go ahead.
It's not I'm just saying it's not a deal breaker for me. You guys are player professionals, and you telling these guys that don't even have clean fingernails
A word.
I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do
that
that.
they need some, some Versace shoes to match the Versace tie.
Nah, I ain't say that.
Some things aren't deal breakers for
It's
women.
not a
But
deal
all,
breaker in that way, Jen. It's not that. It's that think of the guy that buys a Tom Ford suit. It should be a red flag if he had on Fruit of Balloons. Because why does that make sense? It's not because he just likes Fruit of Balloons. It's because something's got to be off here. Guys that buy Tom Ford suits do not know what fruit of. They don't have fruit on their drawers. It's
maybe
because
he
they don't
thinks
shop in these places.
until he makes it. I don't know.
No, what he's trying to say is that it might be a sign that he's a fraud.
See, but
I don't even
Those
think that
guys
was the
are
subject of the show,
manicurists.
though.
I
Y'all stepping
understand.
into a different subject.
It's
But
the same as he didn't have a manicure. He had a Tom Ford suit on, but he didn't have a manicure. He had a Tom Ford suit on.
I understand what he was saying. I understand what you're saying. I'm just saying there are levels, right? So it's wonderful to meet a man that does everything that y'all do. I'm just saying that's not a deal breaker for women. Right? Women aren't thinking he better exfoliate twice a day.
No, you're full of shit.
Women aren't thinking that. How many times you exfoliate? We want to know how much you make.
Well, you should exfoliate multiple times a day, or you'd be overworking your face. It should only be 2 to 3 times a week when you exfoliate. And guys,
I mean, no, I love how you guys are. Of course, it's player. But I'm like, how many ladies in the chat are gonna freaking quit a guy because it's like your underwear ain't matching your socks that should be matching your ass cuts?
But you got to ask the ones that actually do those things too, not the ones that wear Louis Vuitton bags and got Fruit of the Loom panties on.
Here's what I'd like to aspire to. I aspire to inspire until I expire, right? So if I send guys down these rabbit holes of trying to find things to impress their hygiene, they're gonna take themselves down other little lanes. Like as they're at the counter at Macy's, they're gonna be introduced to a different type of this. As they're buying these underwear, they're gonna be introduced to. They're gonna find themselves in circles that's gonna bring these things to their presence. I can't teach you everything. I'm not your daddy. Your daddy should have taught you a lot of this shit. But at least inspire these guys to even get out there and like, you know what, I'm gonna do some research on how much I should exfoliate my face. I can't even spell exfoliate until I watch Players Perspective. And so like I like the pushback because it's good, but just know I ain't talking to you. And I ain't talking to no man that you would ever give your time to. I'm talking to these little boys that don't know what to do. And we talking to these young girls who are on YouTube that because they ain't got no mama or no daddy to tell them any better.
Oh wait, not me, because I'll date a guy in a Nike tracksuit with Fruit of the Loom underwear. I would date him. So
yeah, you are we gonna bring up the eviction guy again?
Eviction guy on the air mattress getting
you
kicked
do a
out.
whole lot of things that niggas
That still got the booty in there.
Even it doesn't see, but here's the thing.
But don't advise women to do that.
Right, I got my own shit, right? So if a guy has on a Nike suit and it matches and he looks good and he smells good, I don't give a damn what his underwear says, as long as his underwear are new and clean.
She's saying this, but ask her when the last time she's seen a pair of Fruit of Balloons in person. Because she don't mess with niggas like that. When's the last time you seen a pair of Fruit of Balloons?
Do they even still make Fruit of the Loom?
Exactly.
Yes, they do.
So if you saw a pair, that would be a red flag.
Hanes, Calvin Klein, whatever.
She called
I'm not gonna lie. I do have the thought that if a man is buying certain things, I expect that he knew that there are certain things that come with that attire. I feel the same way about guys who buy a certain type of car or get very expensive rims. It's like, I shouldn't get in your car and it smells or there's food different places. You got raggedy mats and stuff. I do expect a man to have a certain type of thing. Otherwise, I'm gonna think he's fronting and I don't want to deal with him. That's just the way my mind does go.
I get both of their standpoints though. I get both sides.
We're trying to encourage the men to do things to keep the women to stay. I know you got her attention, but get her to want to come back and get comfortable.
I guess because I've dated.
Jen did state that it's like a tracksuit and some Fruit of the Loom. So tracksuit and Fruit of the Looms, that's not going to bother me. But a whole Versace suit or something, or
it can't be polo.
You know,
it can't be Ralph Lauren draws. I mean, those is at Macy's.
Wait, Nike?
Those is
I
at
don't think
TJ
it bothers
Maxx.
me that much with Nike.
You could get the polos at TJ Maxx. You could at least get some Ralph Lauren's.
So
Where do you
Hey,
buy
I'm
Fruity
tickled pink.
Balloons but Walmart?
the happy medium between all of this and what Square Biz is saying, what about players on the budget? There are people who choose to value their dollar in a particular way, and they're going to invest that dollar in what's useful and valuable to their life. Their house can still smell good without owning $50 underwear. They can still have good upkeep and maintenance. They can still be a good provider and sex they girl crazy without splurging on all of the particulars. The
Mhm.
particulars are what raise your value in specific women's eyes. But there are some women who would see you with some of these things and be like, this nigga house looks like this. He got Tom Ford cologne and he ain't got 100 bands in his bank. She would have a whole different impression about you, like this is a fuck boy. So
Same
there are
thing.
people who move a certain way and handle themselves in a certain way that's going to make these things meaningful for the people who are interested in them, as opposed to saying everything that we like and that we feel as a standard.
The same
I,
thing I'm
I
saying though.
agree
I'm,
because
I'm saying
I've
the same thing.
dated. Here's the thing. I love that I'm all about the balance and the happy medium. I've dated the guy that was getting evicted, right? And then I dated the guy in the mansion. And when I walked in his mansion, believe it or not, the clothes was on the floor, the hamper was turned over, the dishes were in the sink. I'm like, how the hell are you in this mansion and you living like this? You eating off of paper plates, everybody's chilling in the kitchen. So I've been on both ends. So give me a guy in the middle that looks good, smells good, is financially stable. I am happy. I don't care what man's name is on his underwear because Fruit of the Loom is a man, and so is Versace.
Yeah, like
So is
so.
Papa.
Let's take that out of it because
With
that
that.
wasn't even my point, and we missing my point. Like I just think that there are like red flags to what how you invest your time in someone, and that's what I want to focus on more than it is the brand lane label. At the end of the day, if he got if he got Fruity Balloons on, he probably got a fresh pack for every day. You know, like there's certain things that like clean men do, regardless if you're a minimalist or you are a peacock with the way you dress. Like it's still minimalists swap their toothbrush out every 3 months and they wear fresh underwear and socks every 3 months. And they throw their plastic cups and dishes away every 3 months. These are things that are that's what I'm more talking about than it is brands. I just picked the brand that everybody know, and I know you can only find Fruit Loops in places like Walmart and shit. And then in the day, you can go to TJ Maxx and spend a little. It's about the quality. It isn't sustainable. Like some that ain't gonna rip holes in it when you throw it in the dryer. It's just a certain standard of living that's clean that women are gonna want to stay around. If you got cheap draws, they might have a hole in them. They're gonna have a stain here if you don't know how to have wet wipes behind the toilet. If you don't know how to exfoliate, when you get into that man's bed, you're gonna be itching. And you don't know why. Like it's dead skin cells that come off you. This is a natural thing that people don't know about. And so I just want to inform guys on things that they didn't know about to keep women there, to keep them staying, to keep them want to come back around. Huh? Go ahead,
Jada.
Jada. Go ahead.
So to answer the original last question about what it is that I've experienced that made me want to leave,
Yeah.
the stinky hair on head, beard, and underarm. It depends on at what point did I meet him. If he just came from work or working out and there's like a certain time period, like he didn't get a chance to shower or something, I can excuse that. If it's not because of that part, then I have a hard time trying to deal with somebody laying up under them and their arms smell or their head smells. Like, wash your hair. It shouldn't smell that bad when I'm sitting next to your head. I don't like that.
And guys,
Funky beards, I don't like that.
guys, it's not the 60s anymore. They got all these little clippers out here. Manscape is one of them. You put the guard on, you don't gotta go bald. You just gotta knock it down to a good length because hair trap smells. It traps smells,
And
it
other
catches
things.
things, right? And it hangs on to them. You can get out the shower clean as hell, but scrubbing down there with a bush or in that beard, it's a certain way you got to clean that thing so it doesn't trap that smell and all the things that may have been in there. Like these are things that men don't know. They
And
don't know
Ladies,
how to treat a
add
beard.
in that underarm hair. Lord Jesus. I
I
get
cut
tired of
all of
seeing
that.
men with
Oh yeah.
those little deodorant balls up under their arms. I
So you
cannot stand that.
get you the man.
Uh,
They got Manscaped's got a good one. You got a guard on it, and it knocks it down to a good manageable length.
some
You
of
can
y'all
go
need that
down here
Black and
with it.
Decker.
You can go.
That Black and Decker
Either
got the
one.
good
They got
motor.
plenty of them. You put two AA batteries in there. They got the rechargeable one where you can set on the deck, and all you do to put the guard on there. It ain't gonna kill you. Knock it down to a reasonable length, a manageable length. There you
That's
go.
Ladies, are
that's a
y'all
deal breaker for
okay.
me. That's a deal breaker for me. If you don't manscape, that's a
You
deal.
got to
Yeah.
manscape, man. It's because the hair trap smells.
That's a
but
deal
ladies, are
And
y'all
not just that,
ever
but if I want to get intimate with you, I don't want to be down there choking on your lengthy hairs if I'm trying to get intimate with you. It is so annoying. I am quick to be like, baby, I need you to shave.
Y'all better
You
listen.
know what I
ladies,
like.
are
Don't
y'all
handle that.
are
Y'all better
y'all
listen.
ever attracted to that man musk? Like you may not want to lay up under it all day, but like do y'all ever like to smell your man when he like comes from the gym or fresh from work? Like is that smell attractive? Like those pheromones are supposed to do something to y'all. That
It
smell
I
is.
of a
like
man.
pheromones. I don't like funk.
Okay.
I like a healthy, sweaty man. If he has a good
Right.
diet, he has a certain smell to him. So I like, right after the gym, especially if he's
Yeah,
on a
like I can come home from the gym and pound you out.
Yeah, but so it's a
Yeah,
difference
trust me,
between a
it's smell.
man that
Not good.
has eaten vegetables most of the day, a nice amount of protein, and drunk at least a gallon of water. He's
Yep.
gonna perspire a little different versus a guy
Right.
that's
That
depleted
smells like
on his body
Hennessy.
and he's eating
You sweat Hennessy.
sausages and shit all day. If you eat sausages all day and you drink 2 bottles of Ozarka, you ain't gonna smell the same as a guy that didn't had like 20 grams of protein on his last meal and a fist of vegetables and been eating fruit all day and a gallon of water in them. Y'all gonna
Jada.
smell like two different people.
Jada.
I was just making sure I wasn't done with the list, so I just wanted to make sure I had my finger up.
Go
This
But it
on
ain't
makes
in.
sense.
church.
Get it,
This ain't
baby.
church. You ain't gotta you gotta come down the aisle.
Okay, so look, fellas, I don't like when I come over and you have dishes and clothes everywhere. I don't know who y'all be messing with, but I am not the one to come over and clean. I will do so if we've gotten to the point where, this is my mate. I don't mind doing like little cleaning, but I have always been taught that you are never supposed to be the woman to come in and clean a man's house so the next heifer can come in and feel comfortable. So
You
it
thinking about the
annoys
wrong
me to see
thing.
dishes everywhere. You say what?
You thinking about the wrong thing. If you clean them dishes, maybe ain't nobody else gonna come over because you gonna still be there. See, I got this big old. I ain't gonna. I don't like to talk like that, but
If I gotta wash the dishes, I don't want to be there.
I have a house that we've been using to party in on weekends for like a while. This is like a lot to maintain, so I gotta have a maid come take care of it now and then. But on the weekends, there be a lot of people that may come through here partying because I live right downtown by the club. People stop by. And I love it when these women come in here because I didn't make all them dishes, and it be all these girls that be here. And when she come in, a lot of women will just wash them dishes because they know I need that help. It ain't because I don't want to wash them because you're gonna let the next bitch eat off the plates. No, it's because she know I need that help right now because it was a
And
long
that's
weekend.
It's
You
That
know,
is
character.
dope.
It's
Call me,
character.
call me when the ladies have done cleaning your place so I could come and sit comfortable because I'm new and I didn't come and make all them dishes. So
So you go gin
I'm
that
not
thing.
gonna
You
explain.
got some gin points too. I want to
Oh,
come
listen,
after.
I don't have a problem cleaning and doing all of that. I am great
don't
at that. I
don't
love a
call
house to
Jada.
smell good and stuff.
Don't call
But
Jada. Don't call
that's
Jen.
right. Don't call me when you done with the parties and the chicks. And then I gotta come over like, yeah, come on over, girl. And I look around like I want to be able to come relax and party too. I'm not the cleanup woman. I can't do it.
I
can't
like
do
to
it.
keep it clean, man. But sometimes, I love it when a woman come in and just take charge.
So
And that's great.
something that I'd like to help the fellas with, just like how women have their spend a night bag, fellas can too have a spend a night bag. So this is my coming to stay tonight.
Brother spinning like that.
This is my spend a night bag. Now, depending on how comfortable I am with her, it might be a pair of underwear in here. You know what I'm saying? Some sweatpants or something. I can fit it all in here. It's not a big bag. You hop out the car with it. You can even fit the pistol in here. You know what I'm saying? If you got to sleep with one eye open, you're not sure. You know what I'm saying? You can fit it all in here. But let's
This
take
the
a
first
gander.
night.
It's just his whole bag.
This is my spend a night bag.
That's his whole bag, man. He got a whole
So-
bag.
So I come with my own soap because I don't know what type of soap she using. You know what I'm
This
saying?
is
So
good. This is a good game, y'all.
I got some natural. You know what I'm saying? This is the poppy seed, black pepper, organic joint from Whole Foods. You know what I'm
I
saying?
got one of them
They only
Santal oatmeal
they only
bars in
like
my
$2,
bathroom
$3
right
a
now.
bar. You know what I'm saying? I think this other one is what? This the orange and chai.
He got
That,
options.
that joint fire. You know what I'm saying? You want to have your joint together.
This nigga, a nice whole bag.
You know, you got your fragrance, you got your smell good. You
Look at
you know
Evict.
what
Is
I'm
that
saying? After you
Evict?
shower, you can
Is that my
with the
Paco?
Paco Rabanne. You know
Paco.
what I'm saying? Hit
I ain't
that
mad at it.
tongue. Hit
Yeah.
that tongue. You know what I'm
Hit
saying?
that
Make sure
tongue.
that
All
breath
right.
right.
With the charcoal, the
You know what I'm
Hello
saying?
Fresh. Yeah.
Now, this is some free game y'all should be paying for. I don't like to tell everybody about this. This is my secret weapon. But if you want to make sure she eat you the fuck up, hop in the bed with the baby cologne.
Yeah.
The Johnson & Johnson baby cologne. Fellas, there is no woman on the planet that can resist the smell of a fresh newborn baby.
Everybody on Amazon right now, nigga.
This right
Baby, how
here,
you spell baby cologne?
this shit right here,
If I
she
smell that
will
baby
eat
oil,
you
I don't want it.
alive.
So how you spell baby cologne? Is it B-A-B-Y?
Baby, Johnson & Johnson baby
Johnson,
cologne.
Johnson.
You
You
know they
must have
spell
knew
it
a guy named Mark because he tried that, and I was
cologne.
like,
They spell it cologne, but they call it
smell
cologne.
like a baby.
Baby.
There ain't no woman that can resist this man. When you fresh out the
I
shower
can.
and you hop in the bed with your oil on, cause I'm a moisturize with my baby oil gel. I'm a moisturize with the baby oil gel, and then
Right.
I'm gonna hit it off with the baby cologne.
Right. So
That
I
thing,
use the
boy.
oil mist. He used the
Yeah.
oil gel. He liked the gel.
And
But I
have
like
your
the oil
trimmer
mist.
just in case. You know what I'm saying?
And he got
Your
the trimmers
trimmer.
in the house.
Your trimmer, it comes with the charger. You can charge it up before you go. The charger usually lasts
Right
3-4
now.
days, so you ready to go. You ain't got to take the charger
Right
with you.
now.
You can hit
Since
that
get here
thing.
by
You know what I'm saying? Because Jada ain't gonna suck it if you ain't trimmed. So,
arrival by January 30th. Okay, your
you know what I'm
address
saying?
right.
Hit that thing and
Swipe
make
right.
sure you neat, and
Right.
you can get ate up by Jada. That's
Order
how you
place.
get that.
I got my
And
baby
have your
oil
deodorant.
cologne. I bought
Have
the
your
baby oil
deodorant.
cologne. I
You know
got
what
it.
I'm saying? I
Got
got my Tom's natural, no aluminums. You know what I'm saying?
Leave the baby oil smell out when it comes to me, please.
Look, I'm telling you, when I hop in
I've been
that
around
joint, you gonna
babies
be
way
like,
too long. I don't want to be sitting up there, sitting
Man,
around
ain't nothing
up
like
under
that
a
baby
man, and it
lotion.
smells
look,
like a
it's
baby. I'm gonna
That
be
baby lotion
turned
in the
up.
pink bottle. That baby lotion in the pink bottle smell like they got it right when they made that. I don't know why we fucked it up as
they
we
can't
got older.
resist it.
The lotion was
Now
perfect with
Jada
baby.
may be a different animal, but
Yep,
this is gonna be one.
I'm letting the fellas know just in case you get
This
lucky
is one
dealing
of
with me.
millions. This is one of millions. You know what I'm saying? But the rest of them
That's
gonna
right.
melt when they smell that baby cologne.
And I can believe that, Hef. I can strongly
Player shit. Player shit. Player shit.
Man, his whole bag
Come with
was
the baby
phenomenal.
cologne.
That's a whole lot of
absolutely.
pre-game for y'all lames, man. I hope y'all was taking
Man.
notes, man. This gonna definitely get you a second invite or possibly make her want to stay for the night. This
She
is
gonna be curious of who
crazy.
she dealing
All
with.
the gang
She
that
gonna
we just
check your track record.
Jada trying to go use
I
the
am checking
bathroom
it.
in church while the preacher talking. She raising a finger
She
No,
up.
I
don't
just
want to
want to
miss
make sure I
nothing.
finish the rest of them. I ran them down pretty quick, but every time I run down one, it becomes a whole conversation. But that's okay because I like having the conversation. But I want to make sure I don't forget none of them.
Okay, Jada.
So, fellas, can you please stop having the dirty toilets and the dirty behind the toilet,
That ain't player.
the
Oh,
dust
They
build
got
up on
bowl
top of the
cleaner. It
toilet.
says
That ain't player.
Oh my
bowl cleaner.
goodness. Can you
that is
please clean that? I don't
disgusting.
want to see no tissue drop somewhere on the side of the toilet. That is nasty.
Shit
Clean
drives me
around the sink,
crazy.
please. I don't understand why I see a nasty sink in the bathroom. Thank you, and I appreciate it.
Get you the short broom because it's nice and handy. You can keep it by the toilet, and it comes with a
Thank
little
you.
dustpan, and you you
And
know what I'm
please clean
saying?
the tub.
I
I
got
don't
him right.
understand why you invite a woman over with a dirty tub ring. That's
Ugh,
nasty.
that is disgusting. Now I'm
Very
guilty
disgusting.
of not touching my. I got four stories. I got the second story bathroom with all the guest shoes. Like I never go in there. Like I never go in there. So when the maid go in there, when I call her, she cleans it. People come over, they're going there and might not find no toilet paper. I think Hef even had to buy the toilet bowl ring for that one down. I just never go in there.
I hated that.
I never
I
go
used
in.
to be
I don't
like,
even
Really?
nigga,
know
this
what it
the
look
bathroom
like.
I use, and
It's
this
like
is
a
unfair.
storage room
I
for me.
don't use it. I don't go in there.
I don't
Daughter,
never go in there. So
daughter,
So
you know
wait,
how O
does the
get.
guest
I
toilet
don't
end up
use
having
that one.
that booty, that dirty booty ring on it
well,
somewhere by the time Hef look at it?
when he brought me to attention, I cleaned it, but I
Okay.
just would never take care of it because I never go in there. But my
Mm.
bathroom be different. Now I got the nice brush in mine.
Now, see, and it's messed up because I understood once I got my crib, it's upstairs, downstairs. I be going in my downstairs bathroom. I be like, who the fuck? What the fuck? And I
Right?
have to get it right. But yeah, you don't know what you don't know.
You forget
Okay.
that you have guests that use it and they don't care because it ain't their house.
Mm.
I'm like, shit. I don't have a period. Why is I got all this in my trash can? It's so disgusting to go to somebody's house and leave your. Ugh.
By the way, ladies, you're supposed to put that in a bag and toss it out. You're not supposed to leave
Exactly.
it in anybody's house, just in case they didn't know that.
That's
You
a
have a
part of
little
your
bag. When
whole
you're on
bag.
your cycle, you should have a bag with you in your purse and you dispose of it and take it out. You don't
Ziploc
leave it in
bags
somebody's
and
house.
wipes are a part of woman's whole bag as well. Have had a nice whole bag though. I like that.
I don't have,
Player shit.
I don't have a whole bag. I
You
got a
gotta have it
feminine
right. You
bag.
gotta have it right.
Oh, a feminine bag. Okay, we can call it something different.
You can call mine a hoe bag.
Man, that was a phenomenal
I'm
bag though. A
slanging
lot of
things.
free game in there. I didn't see no baby wipes in there though.
Now, because that's in my car. So if I feel like I need the baby wipes, I'll grab that from the car.
Yeah,
I keep a pack in my car.
definitely got a pair of dude
Me
wipes
too.
right there.
Man,
Okay.
I keep that in the car.
Yeah, I learned that a
The
long
one
time
thing I
ago.
didn't see you pull out was a toothbrush though, or did I miss that
So
part?
my travel toothbrush, I had to throw it away. I need a new travel toothbrush. The one that's like a
Okay.
switchblade.
Right.
So I need a
Okay.
new one. The next time I'm in Walmart, I'm gonna grab a new one. But I normally had a little switchblade travel toothbrush.
I got a
Okay.
cold toothbrush. My toothbrush got Bluetooth connection and hooks up to this apps and tells me my brushing habits. It's made by
What?
Quip. It's real. It's pink too. It's all pink. It got a little button on it where it vibrate and
It
get in there.
second
The
says a
bristle too
dildo as
good
well.
and shit.
You
The
see what
app
Sherelle said?
the
Do you
app
see what
is so-
Sherelle said?
what she said. Let me see.
She said, y'all setting women's standards too high. You got Kevin Samuels telling us to lower our standards all the way down to the ground. And now we're going to be asking for men. Does your toothbrush, is it Bluetooth? Does it tell you?
Do you know your brushing habits? I mean, should be a question that you should ask in courting a man. What's his brushing habits?
Mm.
That should matter. You like a lot of these guys smell. Never know a guy like you'll check the credit score, but you won't check the cavities. I don't understand why. It should be one and the same. You should know the cavity count. You should know how many times the dentist been in his mouth. Like these are things that are important. Dental
along
hygiene
with
matter.
that whole bag, you keep you some Alka-Seltzers in there.
How
some,
many people
some
don't floss?
aspirin in case she try to pull the headache joint. Here you go.
How many of
You
these
sucking
guys
this
don't
motherfucker
floss?
tonight.
You always see me with a floss pick everywhere I go. How many of you guys don't floss?
Yeah, actually.
Or scrape your tongue.
And a tongue scraper.
I
Thank
definitely got
you.
the tongue scraper.
How many girls that I bought tongue scrapers for that came into my household that didn't know what to do with it?
I can believe that part. I can believe that part.
You know what stuff builds up on your
Go on
tongue?
and get to it, Jada, baby.
Ask your question.
I don't like when I see the same sheets on a man's bed that I saw the week before.
Mm.
I
Well,
don't like that.
I just buy one color sheets and I change them, Jada, because I like the same color. I like it heavenly. But
It's okay, but I can tell when they the same
oh,
sheets.
I hope so.
Or
You know,
if they ain't been washed, I can tell that too. I'll be like,
she's like, no, because I came right here last week and it's still there. The stain's still there. I came right. I remember where I was at. It was right here.
And this thing ain't even mine.
I squirted right here last week and it's still there, nigga. I smell it.
it's something about different guys. I've noticed that somewhere around the bed, there's always like some little stain of some sort. Like maybe it was a oil stain sitting on the side of the bed because he oiled his legs, or a little ketchup stain somewhere in the corner. So it's always some sort of little stain or a certain hair that's stuck in the sheets, probably from his balls. But they're like sitting in the sheet. So if I come back again and we get ready to watch movies or something, I'm looking like, is that the same ketchup stain? Is it the same oil?
No,
That's the type of shit that's gonna make my back itch.
I gotta co-sign that, and then I'm out, gentlemen and ladies. But I gotta co-sign that.
Aww.
Like women are meticulous, so we'll notice that ketchup stain in the corner that you didn't
dude,
get.
stop eating in bed. Tell them to stop eating in bed.
That's my
ain't just
favorite place to
eating
eat.
in the
Fuck
bed.
you.
It's just like it could be different things in the
Fuck
kitchen,
you.
in the bathroom. We'll be like, so he still hasn't wiped his mirror down.
It's still there.
Yeah, it's still there. That stain's still there. Okay, I'm acting like
That same fingerprint sitting on the mirror in the bathroom. It's like
That's something I wouldn't have thought to tell them about the wiping the window with Windex. They
Man,
don't clean
the
their mirror.
fucking toothpaste spray.
But Jen, you didn't give us 3 things before you go, Jen, on what you noticed that a guy had your attention, but he couldn't sustain it because when you walked in this house, you saw what?
Nigga, that's easy. Me, and me. The fuck?
Okay. Okay. That happened.
Player shit.
I mean, lots of different things. Like, well, first I look at him, at what I'm attracted to automatically. If he's well put together, if he looks neat, if he looks clean, if he's taller than me, gotta have at least taller than me, and that's not a great feat because I'm only 5'4", so you got to be over 5'4". You know, if he looks healthy, if he looks like if he's glowy and healthy and well put together. Right. Doesn't have to be expensive clothes, but it has to match and it has to be clean and it has to look like he cared.
No, I want 3 things that turned you off that you didn't.
Turned me off. I looked in this guy's refrigerator and he had a lot. I've never seen anything like that. It looked like a serial killer fridge where it was like he stored a lot of food, like leftover food or bought food, and everything was in plastic bags and stuffed in there to the point where the little shelves were like leaning, and inside the fridge there was no light in the fridge, and the fridge was dirty.
No light, dirty.
That's I can smell that. I can smell that.
That smell like Revelation.
He had
Now
on
you
Fruit
know
of the
what
Looms
Revelation
too.
smell like.
Right. So what else you asked? What?
You gave us one. We need 2 more.
Turned you off and made you leave.
Oh, this guy did not manscape. So like I forgot who said it earlier. I think it was Mo. I'm not sure. I did oh wow, look at how late it is. He didn't manscape, and then you could smell that musky thing, and I'm like, who the hell doesn't manscape? You know what I mean? In this era, even though it was a long time ago, it was still when all the men were on point with manscaping. So I will make an excuse. I will get a headache. I will have to work in the morning. If you reveal yourself and you got like a 70s porn bush and you're musky, I'm out the dough. I'm out the door. I'm not gonna endure it. I'm not gonna be like, well, I'll do it this time, and then next time I'll tell him to manscape. No, if you didn't know that coming in, I cannot deal with you. I got a headache. I got to work in the morning. And another one, honestly, how he couldn't keep me, but had all the bells and whistles, just boring as fuck. Just boring, like no interest, no spontaneity, no, like whenever I went to see him, it was the same shit. You know what I mean? Even though he had all the bells and whistles and the underwears and everything was on point, body was on point, career was on point, house was on point. I'm like, just boring as fuck, just boring. And I was like, you know, once I'm sitting in your house and I'm thinking about, I could be catching up on my Netflix, I could be doing my laundry, I could be, you know, washing my hair. Once I go there with it, like, I'm done. So he got me, but then lost me.
Couldn't keep you.
Fellas, what will help you with that is if you are not a reader, you only watch TV, do you some reading. If you are only a reader, you probably need to invest and engage in some type of media so that you have a versatile conversation. You can't be too much of one of those things or you'll come off as boring.
He was very boring. I was like, so okay, so what are we gonna do? And then I had told him about it, and he was like, he had called me up and literally was like, yo, you coming through it? I was like, you are boring. Like, what are we gonna do if I come over? And he tried it. He was like, well, tell me what to do. Tell me what you want to see. Tell me what. But I'm like, once I'm turned off, I'm turned off. And I hate. I'm sorry. I don't like teaching a man how to be or what turns me on because I feel like I'm pulling him out of who he naturally is. And I'm like, who am I, right? You can get you a woman who would love sitting on this couch with you. You know what I mean? It's just not me. So I'm like, no, I'm cool. I'm not going. But he tried. He was like, well, what do you want me to do? I could do a bubble bath. I could turn candles on. I was like, no, I just don't. Because I felt like he was boring. Not his environment, but I felt like he was boring. So I was like, no, I'm good. I'm good, Joe.
If she got to tell you, man, it's too late.
Right. I was already
with the manscape.
Yeah, I was already turned off. I'm like, who the hell does a manscape? Like, why would you even want to walk around with a bush that, you know what I mean? You can't even see your penis. You can't see your own penis. Like, it's like,
man, he know he smell
like
that
you
shit.
might not have even wiped your booty good either. That'd be another one of my issues about that. When I see all them long hairs, like I can't take like she said, the bush. And then it's like
in the tub, like when you don't manscape, I don't want to step in your tub. I don't want to put my foot on one of your pubes. Like when you don't manscape, it's a problem everywhere for everybody. It's in the sheets. It's in your I don't want to. I know it's gross.
You see me say it's probably a hair stuck in the bed from the ball hair. I don't know what that is, or the peen area is.
Yeah, I gotta watch. I got some laundry to do. I'm finna go wash my sheets right now just because of what y'all saying.
Nah, and you just become more touchable. Men manscape, it's a lot more attractive. You want to do things that you wouldn't normally do if there was a bush there. I'm not messing with nobody's bush. No.
And guys, it gives you a little bit more length too.
It does. It makes it look better. It makes you
look me a little more fun to work with. That's why I don't like to choke on the hair. I'd be like, I'm not doing that no more. Nope. I like my life.
I mean, at the most,
I am so tired of nasty navels. Some of the stuff that I'm mentioning is from nasty navel. These are things that were like
nasty
my up to 21 years old stuff, and I would be like, "Why your navel stink like that?"
That's a nasty nigga.
Your navel stink. Then he like, my navel don't stink. One of the guys did this. My navel don't stink, girl. My navel, and I was like, you ain't clean your navel since when? Nasty. But all of that was before 21. After that, I was like, look, I got to test stuff out. I need to look at stuff. I need to see, can you open your belly button? Because I don't want to get that close. Okay, it looks a little clean. I'm harsh like that.
You know what?
What they doing in the tub, man? What are they doing in there?
Men miss the nipples. Okay, let me tell you something. I know y'all like, what's going on?
You've met a
Wait a minute.
I knew the ears.
Manscape And if there's like a bunch of scraggly hairs around your nipples, that's gross
Oh,
too.
hairs. Okay.
Like hairs, like you have to get rid of your nipple hairs, not
I
just
thought you
your.
was finna say you've encountered a musty nipple.
She
I
said
was
guys
finna
shaving
be
their
done.
chest but not shaving the nipples. That's nasty.
I saw a picture one time. I had the hugest crush on Tiger Woods, and I saw a picture of him in a magazine. Okay, and he had hair all over his nipples, and I was like I could don't forget your nipples when you're manscaping.
Y'all know that like when you buy when you buy your little manscaping clippers, it usually comes with this other little battery operated thing, and y'all might not know what that does. Not only do y'all find hair around nipples, we are finding hair in the ears and the nose.
Yeah.
That's what that thing's for. You gotta get these here hairs that's growing inside of the ear and inside of the nose, man.
If they're
Like,
very long, if they hanging on the
oh,
outside, y'all need to cut that.
you know how many guys I walk up to and I'm talking to them, and they got hair coming out their nose, and I'm like, man, who deals with that? And I be wanting to tell them to clip it, but I just feel like they'd be offended, man. But guys don't even pay attention to their nose hairs.
And we peep all of that. We see that. Like I'll be sitting with you, you'll be talking. I'll be like, I can't do these nose hairs again. Like I get turned off.
Absolutely.
So I feel like this show is gonna need like a part 2 because we didn't even touch rules of engagement. Now I thought that was going to be the main basis of this.
We can't get past the hello.
Rules of engagement.
We can't get past the hello.
Y'all do it again. Do a list though. Do a list so men can see the list, and in that way, whenever they watch this again, it's not just random talking. It's number 1, do not. Number 2, do not. Or number 3, please do. Or what you can do. So the next
put them on the screen. I feel that.
List and then do like the 50 things you must know before you approach a woman that men do not know.
Jen, you can't be like get me together on my own show. You can back in, produce my show, let me produce it better, and we could talk about it, exchange notes. Right now, I kind of feel like you kind of like pulled the belt off. He's like, you don't know how to, run your channel. You don't know how to run your channel. I'm gonna whoop you right now in front of everybody.
Hey,
you got my number. You could be like,
how y'all felt last week, or not last week?
To produce your show better, these are some helpful hints.
Okay, but you know, it hurt me a lot more than it hurt you. Okay,
yeah,
when I'm whipping, it hurts me a lot more than it hurts you. I do.
Yeah, my mama used to say that shit, that bullshit. It still hurts.
Mr.O, is that how y'all felt on Tuesday when I mentioned some stuff when the show was over? Or show was ending just about?
I don't have no emotions about nothing. I'm happy go lucky. Put me
on.
on.
How did you know Ashley left? Was that Ashley, right?
Yeah.
That was King Dada. That was King Dada.
That was Dada that just left. He was already. I had to mute him out. He had something going on in the background. He probably had to go.
Okay. No, I'll send you a little note. I'll send you a little note. Of
Don't
course.
say it on camera. Just send it. Stop telling people.
Him hates instructions.
Oh, okay. My bad.
She's like a little boy in me. She's like, you're a little baby. I'm gonna raise you right.
My bad. Y'all
high five for trying to help, Jen. High five for trying to help, sis. There you go.
First of all, the props I gave you on my channel with everybody watching should make up for that.
Dude, y'all know how much Jen helped me. I couldn't do this without her. She's everything. She's invaluable.
Five, Jen.
I definitely appreciate Jen to the utmost out of anybody I met in this space. I love Jen. She's always champion for us. I just don't want my people who think that I'm running this shit learn that Jen's not running this shit. You know?
Like, I'm not running it. I just tweak. I'm not running anything.
Jen, baby, I don't mind a matriarch.
We ain't ask you.
I don't mind a matriarch, baby. You can come guide me to greatness all you want.
Y'all make it so hard. Sometimes I'm like, oh, Hef could get it. Then I'm like, Mr.O could get it. Then I'm like, oh, Hef could get it. And I'm like, if I'm feeling crazy, maybe.
That's why we do our best work in tandem. You can have the best of both worlds.
You can have both. You don't got to choose. Like, we ain't going to trip.
On that note,
we good.
He get one in, I get the other in. He get Tuesdays, I get Friday, Saturday, Sundays, and Mondays.
We can work it out. I'm good with it.
I walk right into that.
We can give him 4 o'clock on Thursday.
Yeah,
I'll
High
take
listen.
the rest of the
five.
week.
My
I
manhood is
gotta
not in
believe in
question.
brother husband. So high five, G, and get it, girl.
My manhood is
Yes.
not in
Get it, get
question.
it, get it,
Man.
get it, get it, get it, get it, get it.
I will bid you adieu, players and Lady Jada. They are
Yeah, we
all
love you.
yours.
We love
Au
you.
revoir.
All right,
Girl,
Jen.
don't do this.
Bye.
Bye, Jen. And for those who do not know, Jen had a live earlier today. I was in the middle of my live. I have to go and check it out.
We was on her
So,
show.
oh, were you? I gotta
Yeah.
go and check it out. I be trying to support everybody, even when I can't, watch the live at that moment. I try to
Yeah.
go back
We did her show
and
for the
watch them.
first hour and we had to go. But we was over there.
Nice, nice.
Yeah, for sure.
Shout out to y'all. I look
Yeah.
forward to watching
No,
it.
I rock with Jen a long way. She family.
Yeah, but
And
I
you
would
too,
I would
Jada.
like to see this
Thank you.
transition into the rules of engagement on how to create longevity in a relationship.
Right.
Let's do it.
Just one more, I promise y'all.
I definitely wanted
Just
to,
one more.
I did think of the list. I just didn't put it together and I would have liked to exchange notes with Hef about that earlier, but we were just limited on time. But I think the show went into a healthy direction. I definitely saw that people did take something useful from it that helped them because I just don't think people are aware of this. I don't think that the women are aware of their younger counterparts and I think that like we tend to miss the young guys around us that are actually looking at us for direction because a lot of us just didn't have fathers or mothers who gave a damn to teach us the basics. And when you don't have the basics, you evolve into this chaos of a person who doesn't know why things are in order. And the first thing that needs to be understood as your presentation has to be together on anything before you even have the conversation. So like that's important. And maybe we'll do like a commercial or a monologue or some detailed like step by step or a vlog. But I think this is something that people could benefit from because people don't know why they losing, they just know they losing, and people need to know the basics. It's important, especially when we're trying to help young men become men, young males become men. And that's why the channel's here.
Jada, you had a point you was about to make.
Yes, sir. I just wanted to say these last ones real quick. Please have your shoes in order because I don't like to see a whole bunch of shoes piled up at the door. And I don't like when men only have one cleanser in their bathroom and they know I'm coming to spend the night. I don't like it. It bothers me. I don't like the cheap body wash. I do not like that. I'm not gonna bathe with it. I would rather just leave your place early and go home.
Told you,
And I don't like that. It bothers me.
you
I'd be
can't get
like,
it to stay. My lotion $80. You can't get her to stay with that goddamn cocoa butter lotion that's like water. The round one
like
that costs $2.
water.
The
Oh my
round cocoa
goodness.
butter. Oh my god.
I was so
But
happy one day that it was a dude that I was like in a relationship with. And I don't think I ever paid attention to what he had in the bathroom because my skin is sensitive. So a lot of my stuff costs a bit. And I bring that stuff with me because I don't want no breakouts or nothing, right? I don't like skin rashes and stuff.
so
So
you like health. You got your whole bag on point. I mean your fin bag.
yes.
Fin bag on point.
Yes. My bag is on point, my little feminine bag. But so yeah, so I ended up did not realize I dropped it out the bag in the car. So I was like, man, it must have fell out in the car because I know it's in there. I always check my bag. And so he was like, well, baby, I got something in there. Go ahead and use it. I'm like, well, let me take a look. And I looked and I was like, what is this dollar store? I said, and this the only one you got, hon? He was like, yeah, baby, what's wrong with it? And I was thinking like, so he washes with this? Like, I popped a little body wash. Now, mind you, it's supposed to be body wash with shea butter and stuff in it, right? I popped it open, poured it
Pour it
out
out.
into the towel, and it just leaked out like water. I was
You didn't even
like,
have to squeeze it, did you?
no, it just leaked out like water. And I'm like, but here's the bad part about it, y'all. Here's the bad part. And that's when I was like, if we weren't in that relationship phase, I sure would have left you. But he ended up telling me that the reason why it drained like water a bit is because he was running out, so he added water to it. to make it stretch. I was so appalled. I was like,
Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
you know what? No wonder he'd be like, I love your soap, baby, because I would have my soap and he would be like, I love your soap. I didn't realize he
Red
loved my soap
flag.
because he dealing with this.
And see,
Man, I
that's
was
the
so
thing.
mad.
That's the
I was
thing. It ain't even about so much that we talking about brands. It's the fact that if you making your soap stretch, what else are you negotiating on in life? What are you spending your money on where your hygiene ain't priority? This is beyond me. Like that's why it ain't so much about the Fruit of the Looms or all that. You can get you a bottle of Nivea. That's some good ass lotion. So a bottle of Gold Bond. That's some thick good lotion you could put on, man. But when you going cheap on shit and then you adding water to it like it's ketchup, nigga, to stretch it, nigga, what are you
Ugh, water
slipping
in
on?
the ketchup.
Well,
That
I
don't
grew up in
work
the
that's a
hood.
either.
thing. That's a
I'm just
thing in some
saying. In the
places.
hood,
That's
we
a thing.
did that, man. Before we didn't always grow up with it. But I did that growing up. I came from syrup sandwiches and ramen noodles and ketchup packets. I come from that. So I already know the struggle. But it wasn't no negotiating on the hygiene though. We still had Colgate in the bathroom and a bar of Dial soap. Like it's just certain things that you can't negotiate on and call yourself trying to go out here and market yourself to something a woman should want to be a part of. We talking about player shit over here, and the first thing about being a player is your hygiene, man. Your first presentation, the hello, the catch
Yeah.
hand. That is the first part of getting a woman's attention. It's called the catch hand, and how you do that is to get her attention by certain things. But can you get her to stay? Is the second thing, and your conversation and your hygiene has a lot to do with it, and that is something that's uncommon but should be common, and that's crazy. It's mind
Now,
blowing, but I
now
do.
Absolutely.
I had a woman leave that little container, what is it called? Body scrub. And like I wasn't gonna touch it. I was waiting on her to pick it up for a long time. But I just kept looking at it and I got curious. I said, what is this body scrub hitting on? Man, that shit is the best exfoliator you go ever use in your life. Like you feel like you bathing with like luxurious salt or something. I don't know. Like it just goes all over your body and the lather to it. It was just dope. I was fucking with it. I'm like, this is what women have available to them when they like nice shit.
And see,
That
one thing that we didn't mention about we exfoliate, man, we mentioned the brush on the face, but when you exfoliate your body with exfoliating scrub, you got to have a sponge, an exfoliating sponge. This particular sponge is what scrapes the dead skills, uh, the dead skin cells off of your body. So not only
that's that
having
body
an
scrub, that's that
exfoliant,
thing.
you need
That's that
a
thing.
glove sponge
Is it
to
gritty?
use it. Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
I love it. Oh, it feels
These are
so good.
scrubs that you use 2 to 3 times a week with a scrubbing sponge. It's either comes in a
I ain't bought
glove,
myself to
it
buy
comes
none
in a
for myself,
brush,
but it feels so
it
good.
comes in a towel. But
Love it.
there's a certain type of material that exfoliating sponge or glove has to help get those dead skin cells off. The scrub
And you
breaks
should
it
use
up.
a pumice when it comes to your feet, though.
Yes,
Pumice,
yes.
pumices, loofahs. These are you go in my shower right now. You got the face towel here. You got the body wash sponge here. You got the exfoliating glove underneath that, and then you got the long loofah brush underneath that. I use all of that every time I go in the shower. I use all of that.
Nice.
And you can get a cost efficient product from Target called the Man Bar. It's a big ass brick of soap, very dope soap, very natural soap. It smells bomb, and they sell it with the loofah that it slides into like a little pouch, and with the whole little thing, and that joint fire. It get you a Man Bar.
I hope
Tell
y'all
you
still
what,
cook for me.
what's I used to buy men Mr. Squash or Dr.
Oh
Squash.
yeah,
I
yeah.
like
I
that.
had some of that. I just don't like taking the time to order something from online and waiting. I like to be able to just pick my shit up in the store. So that's why I go to Whole Foods and grab those bars of soap that I showed you. But that
Yeah, Dr.
doctor,
Squatch does take a
man,
minute to get to you, but
man, that joint fire. I still got some of the shampoo.
And people don't even know what you're talking about right now. This is crazy. They don't even know what you're talking about.
look up Dr. Squatch. Okay,
That
don't let your balls be
they got
sagging,
some
hanging,
smells.
and smells is good for you. It's not a whole chemical base for the men because a lot of the men products that are out have a bunch of chemicals in them that the men should not have on their body. Women won't even touch them. But yeah, Dr. Squash is good. Bath and Body Works for some of the men items. Those are good for anybody who just want to start off with a little something. Start off with the Bath and Body
Great
Works. They got
room
body
sprays.
scrubs, everything.
They have great room.
You say who?
They have great room sprays as well.
Yes, they do.
I love them home
Try
sprays
bourbon.
from.
Why can't I get my camera to focus that?
You got to push it all the way up to the camera and then focus it out just a little. Go all the way in and then come out slow. Oh, okay. Oh, it
Didn't
didn't
work.
do it.
Fail.
Yep, it didn't work.
Camera on product display. I thought I did that. Maybe I didn't hit the button. I don't know. I'm new to all this electronic shit.
The best home sprays I like are from Home Goods. They got so many options. Marshall's
Mm.
Home Goods, and they reasonably priced, discounted
This
price.
is my mahogany teak wood.
Oh,
Mahogany teak wood. It's great.
mahogany teak wood in there. I got a whole beauty room, so I believe I have one in there.
And this
I
candle right
tend to keep
here.
my
This
room
is,
my room sprays in the bedroom because I got air
Petite
wicks all over the
Grind.
house.
This is Petite
Mm.
Grind by Leila Boo. The house.
Yes.
These are the 21 ingredients in this candle.
Listen, since you use the Bath and Body Works room spray,
I do.
try their bow ties and bourbon. You may like that. I love that
Man, I
smell.
ain't heard that one. I'm definitely gonna try
It's
that one.
called bow
That sound
ties
dope.
and bourbon.
There's one
That
that I
sound
like that's only available during like the holidays of fall. It's this marshmallow what is it called? Fuck, you can only buy it seasonally. But I love that one too.
toasted marshmallow.
It's not
Toasted
toasted.
marshmallow.
It's something else marshmallow. I don't think it's toasted. But it's
Matter of
something
fact,
like
I can't show y'all my men's care drawer.
You got a
But I
whole
can show.
draw.
Yeah, I got a
You a
drawer.
different type of player. You finna get a residency on Players Perspective. She
Thank
got
you.
player shit on the you a
I sure
playette.
do. I got man clippers, so just in case I have to clip a man for them, I know how to do that. All of the man care needs. Like I said, I will actually do a man's facial. I'll do the Reiki massages on them. I'll
yeah.
massage the whole body.
I
Oh,
definitely
and
have
I'll make
never
sure the
had me a
oils and stuff are warm.
I've
I
never
have
had me
everything
an
ready.
ingrown hair specialist, women that understood that, because I have pseudo barbe. I actually get a disability for this because I was
Really?
diagnosed with it in the military. They paid me for the rest of my life for it. But
Mm,
that's why I care so much about my face, because if I didn't take care of it, I'd fucking have bumps everywhere,
all
man.
of them bumps.
Like my skin's so sensitive and the hairs grow underneath the skin and they curl up. So I have to treat my face like this just to even look like this. Like I'd have bumps everywhere if I didn't treat my face right.
Jada
I used
sound
to
like
watch
she
my
gives
mother
a
get a
bomb.
man's those whiteheads and stuff out of his face, and she had like a little special tool because I guess because she was a nurse, she had access to
Yeah.
it. So she had this like certain tool, and she would be sitting there doing it, pulling out little hairs, getting the,
Right,
and I used to be like, ew. But until I got a man at a grown age, I was like,
right.
oh no, baby, we can't have that. If I'm gonna be messing with you, where this stuff come from? I was
Yeah,
like, no, I was like,
I had this
mm-mm,
esthetician in my life one time. She taught me so much. That's what she did for
good.
a living, a facial esthetician. Man, those are
Yes.
good. To have one of those women in your life is invaluable. That's one of them skills that when you meet estheticians, definitely find the value in that, man. She'll get all the blemishes off your face. She'll put
All of
pills on, get the chemical pills. She'll sit there for hours and loosen them hairs, man. Like she knows it. She's trained for that. I love
absolutely.
estheticians. Any esthetician I meet,
Mm,
I'm in what you call it? Instantly interested. Tongue
nice.
twisted. Yeah.
Nice. Shout out to the women that take care of the men and don't mind.
I'm ready to get out of here, man. I think we had a great show, and I don't want to do too much to kill the vibe. I think we did good tonight, and I think people took something valuable from it. We'll do another episode as we expand on this topic, staying on the player subject and giving men and women. Why did I say niggas? I don't know why I said that, but giving men and women the opportunity to have an environment to talk about things that are important, like fashion that they can use from hygiene and player shit. I think Thursday we coming back with polyamory, but we're doing black polyamory from a black perspective. And there are a lot of there's a big sector on YouTube that people are bringing to our attention that may want our company, man. And we just want to shine some light, man. Put some paint where it ain't, and give people some proper understanding about how we do what we do and how we make things work to our benefit, man. But just it's a lot about being honest, man. It's really not what people think it is. So Thursday we coming back with the black polyamory thing. But we had fun tonight. Jada, how'd you
I
think?
did.
What do you think?
I think it was a great night. I really do. I appreciate y'all coming out with these different things because there are women like me who pay attention to that type of stuff. And if the men that have good intentions just need that extra push to get our attention, then I appreciate y'all giving it to them.
For
Thank
sure.
you for having me up and giving my side of the different things that I don't like either
For
that you
sure.
guys didn't have on the
You
list.
taught me some things because we didn't I didn't even anticipate it going to the side where it did when y'all gave y'all perspective. I was
Thank
initially just trying to help the males, but initially both sides definitely we can see where there's a place and a need for the information. So
you. Yeah,
let's respond on that, man. Let's stand up to our responsibility. That's why we're here. I appreciate you
absolutely.
having. I appreciate you coming, and as always, you're welcome anytime.
Well, thank
Anytime.
you. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for having me as usual. Shout out to everybody in the chat. If you have not, make sure that you hit the like button, subscribe if you like the vibe, share if you care. And
Player shit.
so bye.
Bye,
See you
Jada.
next time, Jada Boo.
All right, all right, all right. It was a good one, man. It was a
Man,
good
I'm
one.
fucking with it. I'm fucking with it. It was vibey as fuck. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully you had your notepad. Next time we got to make this a little more organized and concise so that it can be something you can follow as a sequential step process.
It seemed
A to
like when I
Z.
have the questions up, it kind of like flows better. Or if we could have did it with rules this time, rule one, rule two, rule three, it could have been better. Jen was on point. I just didn't want her to say it on camera, but
Epiphany.
but she was on point with it.
We need to do the video that we post of the rules and then have the live going in depth about these various things and making it an open
Man,
discussion.
that could be something that would transition this platform to a different place. We have the edited video where we describe things uninterrupted, and then we have the live where we have the discussion.
The open ended.
Let's do it that way.
Hmm.
If I can just get you at the house.
I mean, it's the specific topics that need it. You know, not everything will need it, but this is one of those where one, two, three, four, A, B, C, D would have been five for people to be able to go back and look to, because you know there's that young player out here who really wants the answers, who really
Right.
trying to step it up and go hard
We
with it.
saw people in the comments that said they actually learned. Even Daryl said he learned something, man.
Right, right.
And so that was my point, man. The comedy's cool, the back and forth, the misunderstandings, the arguments, the pushback. That's all makes for good content and keeps people watching and engagement. But the main things, man, I want somebody to take from this and learn from it because these situations we talk about aren't uncommon. We all going through these things. Guys are wondering why they're being ghosted, and women are also wondering like, what's wrong with me? Like and these are things, simple things that are easy correctable learned behaviors that we can offer advice on that can help people within their search for their forever or whatever they're trying to pursue, man. And it's just something that's untapped. People just think like you're supposed to know this, you're supposed to know better. What people don't. And it was the point where I ain't know no better. It was women that actually gave me the game. I didn't have
Right.
fine dining skills until I met women who actually took me to these fine restaurants and showed me the difference between a fucking salad fork and a dinner fork. I didn't know. How the hell was I supposed to know? I didn't have a daddy that was there in my life every day teaching me how to shave and eat right either, you know? So we all have been at disadvantages, man, and this is information not meant to shame anyone. We're meant to help, man. We
When you
having
don't know
fun.
what you don't know.
You don't know what you don't know, man. You know, and at the same particular time, man, that's why we here. But until next time, man, y'all watch our outros, man, and keep it playing and stay smooth. Buy a pillow and a cover next time, man. We got a whole website.
Players Perspective dot shop.
Playerperspective.shop,
Go
man.
shop.
Fuck with us, man. Get your pillow, get your covers, get your tumbler, fill it up with some wine, man, and get comfortable next time.
And like Playboy just said, it ain't shame, it's game.
It's game. And until next time, I'm Mr. O.
And I'm Big Hef.
And
I'm just living.
House of Hustle.
House of Hustle, motherfucker.
Y'all watch our outro, man, and stay to the comments, man. Being there, we're gonna meet y'all there. Beat us there. Don't meet us there, beat us there. And y'all rock out with us for a while. Until next time. Bye. Peace.
Hey.
I'm back feeling motivated. Keep going, nigga. Talking numbers with the bitch. Mastro's reservation. Add me up, play a shit. What's the deal, love? What's the deal? I've been peeping your Instagram and seen that you been by yourself, love. You just need a plan, baby. Check. I can be your motivation, baby. Check.
Join us live every Tuesday and Thursday for a Player's Perspective, 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. We'll stay smooth and keep it playing. You did.
When you thug.
Bitch, these cost 1,200. Fuck you, man. Straight up. You see the little red stripe and shit, product, you know what I'm saying? Sounds like, yeah. Like that Cartier neck, I don't give a fuck. Fuck all the politics, nigga, I am the politics. Realest nigga in this shit. Bitch ass nigga. Touchdown in Sausalito. Took the bitch for Calamari. Fuck the club, I'd rather count this money and make some more tomorrow. Corvette, never drive it. Left it parked in Vallejo. Tuck spot in San Mateo. Nigga, I've been doing what?
Yeah, I'm still chilling.
$20,000 ring. And nigga, I ain't supposed to steal. Fuck that
Who's fun?
shit.
Y'all still need
House
papers
in
and
the
shit?
hill. Never popped a pill, never squealed, bitch. Step
Alright,
up.
what in particular?
Shit, bitch, I don't even get my hoodies dirty. I pay my bills early. Shit, you gotta pay them anyway. Took the feet from the
I said, what in
bitch
particular?
and niggas anyway. I get these bitches houses out the way. I don't never sell blue Chanel bag, Cartier, bitch going crazy. Sipping on this tea, I might chill out a week. Fresh white tea, try to spice in that whole
Sprite
day.
and Coke and what?
Take you out for lunch, no hanging later. I'm too deep, snow bunny up, and I'm checking paper. It's too much ice in the face. I can't read the day.
Half, we can hear you.
Real nigga, you gon' learn today. I'm working on my credit shit. I might just take a trip today. Bitch,
We can hear you talking, nigga. Stop talking.
Shit, I pressed my mute. You must have unmuted me.
No, you didn't. Don't talk. Goddamn.
I can hear you. Now shut up.
Don't tell me to shut up on my own shit, nigga.
Shut up.
Bitch, I gotta skate. Play this shit. Yeah. They say, Jerome, fuck that trap. We want that player shit. Man. I need some shit that I can make to that player shit. Yeah. That player shit. My nigga K-Fish on the beat, by the way. Cali shit, nigga. Smoking Cali sticks, nigga.
Yeah, sure. Baby, tell me what you mad for. I give you everything. I'm always on the road working, but you my everything. It's been some years now and you don't understand me yet. I'm about to bend some calls. I guess it's time to go our separate ways. I got a lot of shit on my plate, but maintain. I never brought my stress to you. You was my lady. But how we go grow if we keep going in circles? On the real, my lifestyle alone go hurt you. I ain't tryna hold nobody back. I got my own shit. Bought my mama rollie real quick on some grown shit. Every girl I had in the past was a lesson. Waking up alone every day, but I'm living. Gotta step it up. I need shows out in England. Everything not what it seems, and I need millions. Never got the GED, but the boy brilliant. Took my talent down to New York, made a killing. Was heading. I know you not happy like you used to, but it's better days. We just gotta walk away. But that ass so fat, smell so perfect, I won't go be that. Had the man up, had to leave it in the past. Had the man up, had to leave it in the past. House in Atlanta, orange juice in my cabana. Dolce and Gabbana sandals, baby, they Savannah. Money got longer, now I got higher standards. I'm overseas with it, eating an apple and tanning. Max cars for the business expenses. My tax bracket different, I don't argue with women. I'm trying to go vegan, but I'm chasing this chick. Did the stock like gold when I took her to dinner. Was had, baby, how you doing? I really like your style. I like traveling and buying shit that grow in value. I don't weigh too much, baby, I just do shit now. 30 minutes made 17 down. Blowing black face, this the Batman edition. I had to walk away from the bullshit to win. Again, I'm back on my P's and Q's. Matter of fact, babe, my only problem was you. I know you not happy like you used to, but it's better days. We just gotta walk away. But that ass so fat, smell so perfect, how I'm gon' be that. Had to man up, had to leave it in the past. Had to man up, had to leave it in the past. Man, yeah. You gotta want it. You gotta strive for that. Stay focused. Until you rise. Looking at these nice views. Curious in my fresh juice. Jumped in the 63. Hopped on the 101. Exit off Stinson Beach. Pretty girl next to me. Early morning heat the seats. Stop for some green tea. You know I fuck with you the long way. Living like fast as they can, we play. On my way to Sausalito, stop for some calamari. On my way to Sausalito, stop for some. On my way to Sausalito, stop for some calamari. On my way to Sausalito, on my way to Sausalito. Now I think it's about 3. Heading back to the crib. Exit on Marina, take a left. Shit, we almost in. Baby so sexy, got me really about to lock it in. House in the hills, matching whips and designer fit. Now we back to the crib. She wanna Netflix and chill. Looking at her pretty face, make me wanna put my phone on airplane mode. Then I'm clocking in it deep. She never met another nigga like this. What's happening? You know I fuck with you the long way. Living like fast as the game we play.
about you too, though, you know what I'm saying? Show sex, yeah. You already know, I'm going to take a quick drive to Sausalito, you know what I'm saying? Just me and you. On my way to Sausalito. Grab a little green tea, you know what I mean? Something real peaceful, you know what I mean? Tap in. I'm gonna tell you some real motherfucking game. No, just listen to me. You know, man, the game is no different from being on drugs, you know? Once you win, it's hard to leave. You get addicted to the fast money no matter what, it's crazy. I ain't pimped in a minute, I've been all on the road. And every real P know you can't do both. Baby, ain't shit free, yeah, the game is so. Buy them iTunes and play it alone. Had to cut her off, she was playing with her nose. Bitch, you out of pocket, gotta stay on your toes. Numbers, bitch, you know what I'm on. Spent $250 on the LV cologne. Off the top, yeah. I'm macking the hoe. Everything I say, bitch, always go. I can't babysit, but I can break on you though. If you talk some real dope, got my attention for sure. I had money. Yeah. But I always want. I'm getting cash, baby. Oh, yeah. But I always want. Shut up. Bitch, what's happening? You been catting off hella. Doing it big, I'm living like a good fella. She knew from the conversation I'm having cheddar. Put her in the beam, man, new Margiela, I'm mashing. I want it all. Get up on my face, baby, and do a call. Eat a Santa Rosa. It's a push, but it's nothing. A verified trick talking about big W. I'm posting, so I'ma chill right here. If anything happen, I'ma grab it still. She hit my other phone like daddy is good. The bitch just hit, now we back to the hood. What's that money? Yeah, but I always want. Yeah, circuits and the bitch pay me. Don't pay me no attention. I'm getting cash, baby. Yeah, big cash. Yeah, but I always want. Yeah, all the time. So bad. You and I. So much to do. So much work under. If we don't take time to mend our ways, we'll both regret. You know what I'm saying? That ain't what you do, it's how you do it. When you wake up, what you doing? Cause I'm getting to it. Shut up. Shut up. Yeah. I need some time alone, so I booked that flight. Been working so hard, shit. Why not? We made it this far, shit. Why stop? Villa for a week, it's just me and my partners. We could've lasted longer, but I got too poppin'. And it made you insecure, and I didn't try to stop it. I wish I had more time to spend with you, I'm sorry. If you free around Sunday, let's grab some ramen. It's no place like Frisco, I love the fall. Smoke something with a little bro, take my chick on the jaw. Now I'm in the fashion magazine, rollie on. Still take a cold cut with the provolone. You should start tweeting less and get your money on. I can't really say I'm rich until my brother's on. And I ain't with the fuck shit, cause it's not me. Watch your feet on that road, that's what side shit. Tap in. You see it on my face, I got money to go make. I ain't trying here to fuck around. I need money up front, no advance or blood. Tap in if you really proud of it. I can be your motivation, I can be the one you call at the late nights on the grind. I can tell she really fuck with me, cause every time a nigga call, she answer every time. Today I might go and hit the farmer's market. Yesterday I paid some bills and I went to Target. And I'm usually by myself, I don't do the crowds. Every time I hit the V, I stop by every counter. Grab a couple white tees off a Sprays Road. Fuck it, 5 for the 29, nigga. I know you probably peeped the smell time for a cologne. She thought I lied about the Beamer cause I barely drove. I be all around the States, I just never post. If you see me, then you see
see me, we can take a photo. NYC for the press, now we out in Soho. Postmates, Benny Hanna's, why it's taking so long? I know you wanna settle down, you gon' have to hold on. Just rock with a nigga, baby, till I get this dough up. I never met someone like you, I just hope you know that. So just fold up them clothes while I roll this drawer. You see it on my face, I got money to go make. I ain't came here to fuck around. I need my enough front, no advance. I'm blood tap in if you really bout it. I can be your motivation, I can be the one you call at the late nights on the grind. I can tell she really fuck with me, cause every time a nigga call, she answer every time. Nigga, I done fucked around and linked up with my nigga Cardo, nigga. Goddamn. Suck it. Good job. No, so no. It was a clear afternoon. The hose was out. Sliding up cashmere, bro, just got out. Bought him shoes and clothes, a zipper drawer. A couple $100, then he knocked him a go. I'm knocking on the bitch cause it's necessary. Yeah, she bought a nigga Gucci and Cartier. I'm trying to go to Boston, there's money there. I'm rolling up a chop in a barbershop. Sprinter van with the TV. Every real P need one of these. I'm from the slums, but shit can get real. You gotta be from the bay to know how I feel. I'm not famous, I'm just a real ass nigga. Who needs a record deal when you know how to get it? They tryna book Uncle Larry overseas. But for that, bitch, I need 20 G's. Smoking on a chop with the top down. I'm cool, man. I'm feeling alive. Don't be calling my phone, trying to kill my vibe. Bitch, I'm working too hard to get this fly. I'm feeling good today. I don't want no drama, baby. I'm feeling good today. So keep all that far away. I make songs for niggas that live like me. And that badass bitch that get off at 3. Take a nigga number and call me sometime. How I make it out the trap, I be thinking sometimes. Baby came through with chicks for days. Fuck my morals, I'm hitting today. Then she blew a nigga phone up, these hoes is made. I was just tryna smack, I don't need no lady. Put my Nikes on, then I grab my keys. Let me roll up a fat ass chop before we leave. Sitting on my couch playing D'Angelo. My candle cost $80 for the low. 30K all stuck, just the real one. No D's in the watch, still killing them. I'm living. Life is cool. Matter of fact, bitch, my only problem is you. And smoking on a chop with the top down. I'm cool, man. I'm feeling alive. Don't be calling my phone, trying to kill my vibe. Bitch, I'm working too hard to get this fly. I'm feeling good today. I don't want no drama, baby. I'm feeling good today. So get off that far away, far away. It's 10:30 in the morning, Sunday, March 31st, San Francisco, California. Just had to document that. Let's go. I'm back feeling motivated. Fuck fame, little nigga. Let's play a money game. Fuck his clout, nigga. These niggas credit card fraud. I'm a hustler, man. I believe in miracles. But I still grind like Tony Hawk in 98. My money straight. Dedication. Talking numbers with the vision. Mastro's reservation. Add me up. Play shit. Playing basketball in my building with straight techies and shit. I like them low key. If I bring you to my crib, baby, don't be taking pictures and shit. What's the deal, love? I've been peeping your Instagram and seen that you been by yourself, love. You just need a plan, baby. Check. I can be your motivation, baby. Check. quit playing. They don't make them like me no more. I'm real player with it. Count 100,000, go and eat with my lady friend. Valet the whip, orange guts, stick that custom shit. That money shit's hit a little different when you duck. Yeah, I don't even know where I'm gonna go. Shit. I mean, I ain't never really. Yeah. Put it right here. Only knew her for a week, she brought me 10 flats. Said I'm trying to lead the game, she brought a nigga back. I fell asleep at 2 a.m. and woke up to a trap. Now it's 7 in the morning, I got a flight to catch. Now a nigga in the A, I gotta bust some moves. Bought a North Face jacket and my son some shoes. Ride my bike in the morning, I never watch the news. I gotta stay focused, I got so much to do. No management, no label too. If I lost it all today, can I stay with you? I kinda doubt that. I got my clout back. I'm about to cop a 442 stock golden black. Cop a house in Twin Peaks and I'm owning that. It's just a dream right now, but I'm doing that. For real. House in the hills, tucked off, no phone reception. I just like the thrill, counting up while I smoke the best. Watermelon juice, riding bikes with my latest chick. I don't do the clubs that often, I got a check to get. I might take the bitch to get some food, no extra shit. Take it to the crib, go crazy, then I exit quick. It's so much money on my schedule, bitch, I gotta dip. Bust down green juice online, looking for a whip. Was having that with the Clico, running through C-notes. Quick bike riding Sausalito, my bitch with me. Keep it simple, white tee, but I'm buzzed down. Every time I bring the jewels out, it go Chris Brown. Fucking with the Tito's and shit. I don't drink the brown. I get my whole days off to go and dry they whips around. Stop by the party, get some shit to clean the kitchen down. I see my girls through the FaceTime. I don't be around, but every time I come around, you know, no buzz down. Steak and lobster and shit, that's how we coming down. That house in the hills, yeah, I'm coming for that. Mayor in my city, yeah, I'm running for that. What's happening? House in the hills, tucked off, no phone reception. I just like the thrill, counting up while I smoke the best. Watermelon juice, riding bikes with my latest chick. I don't do the clubs that often, I got a check to get. I might take the bitch to get some food, no extra shit. Take it to the crib, go crazy, then I exit quick. There's so much money on my schedule, bitch, I gotta dip. Bust down green juice online, looking for a whip. What's happening? Took the stickers off the GT. First nigga whipping this. The Panamera cool, but I don't think that it can fuck with this. Off top, press a button, then I watch my spoiler left. I know you think about me all the time. Why you ain't called a kid? Touchdown in Portland, had to kill him with my Nike shit. I bought these in Tokyo. I think they dropped in 96. I ain't even tripping on dude. I know I'm that nigga. Wiping off my ribs, take my son to go get some chips. 30-day run on the road, need half a meal. If we do this shit under the table, we can do a deal. I don't think I've ever been in love. Show me how I feel. Count 100,000, wash my hands, and I plan a trip. Yeah. Damn. Count 100,000, wash my hands, and I plan a trip. What's happening? Yeah. And that was just something slight, nigga. Hey, I'ma keep it going. Don't check me, bitch. Check your credit score. Yeah. Hey. Oh, yeah, drop it right here. Fuck it. You gotta learn from it, bounce back from it, treat it like it's nothing. 40-mile drive from the crib, couple hundred tuck. Moving solid, gotta be a profit. Is it really worth it? Wake up in the morning, thinking dollars, need that for certain. I can only do so much, I'm only one person. Ever since I got my money up, everybody hurting. June, can I hold a couple dollars? I see you up now. And if I can't do it, then I'm fake. So fuck niggas now. I used to have a whole lot of friends. I got a check now. I used to have no whips at all. I got a vet now. Yeah. Man, goddamn. Suck it
And bitch, don't fight me, bitch. Play the lottery. Numbers. Bitch, you might get lucky, you know what I'm saying? Numbers. Turn me up a little bit, time. J1.